What are we doing? Like, what is happening?
What's up, guys? Welcome to another Chillporeal stream. I figure I do a special one for Steve right here. Why the fuck am I on this side?
Why? Because I own the world, brother. I mean, come on. It's my world. You're living in it. What can I say?
How you doing,
Like,
Steve?
was it just me, or did it look like she coomed when she got that sword in the back? I mean, she.
But you know what You know what the first thing I thought when I saw her slitting the throat? They're copying Game of Thrones again. Those fuckers.
It's the whole.
That was the red. That remind me of the red wedding slit.
It's
ear to
all,
ear.
It's all a bad parody of something else. It's all copied. It's all It's all.
Yeah,
it's
so
all disgusting. But
I figure I showed the most gruesome shit, and hey, but yeah, everybody, what's up? And apparently we got quite a few people here, which is a lot for me. So we got Staplebo. What is happening?
What is happening? I have no idea. I have hopefully something that works out in the works for what is happening. We'll see if it works or not. But
all right. So what's up, Nas? Dempsey, what's up, Dempsey? Mark, what's up, member? Mark's a member. What's happening? I feel like I'm in Shady Pines right now. What's up, Jim C, Gadfly, and Mr. Zip, traveling home from the Brimming Horn. Nice. So today we are doing I'm doing a few giveaways. So there's going to be a couple for everybody, and there's going to be two for members. So there's going to be one for everybody. It's going to be merch. And then another one for members, same merch. And then the final one. And if you stick around, in honor of today being September 8th, Star Trek Day, I am giving away the entire original series on Blu-ray.
Star Trek Day. Can I win?
That's right.
Or am I not eligible?
You are eligible. You are a member.
How am I eligible? I can't be eligible. Come on.
You are a member. Any member anyone who's a member can sign up, and I will send the hashtag later on. So
if I'm eligible, I'll win because I have I have all the luck in the world, right?
Yeah, more than this show's than the Wheel Prime show's Matt for sure. So.
Oh God, here we go. I want to show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Homie, I can put. Oh man, I need to get a bigger version, but here I'm gonna share this with you. This is just a preview of what's to come here.
All right, let's see what it is.
It's the beginning. It's the beginning. It's the start of something. So
you should have each Taverin for each word. What is happening?
That could be what's happening, but we'll have to wait and see. So
yeah, wait and find out.
You may have taken the words out of my mouth, but yeah.
So I want to give a deep thank you to Salty for giving a membership. So Gadfly is once again a member of the family. So yeah. So that means we're gonna have a ceremony. There's gonna be blood drawn and some hazing going on. So
can I make a request?
Sure.
Instead of talking about Wheel of Time, can we talk about the bloody diarrhea I just had?
Yes, let's talk about that.
It was like a shade of like crimson, right? And it had this odor, right? And it was pleasant compared to that thing we watched on Thursday. I'd rather experience that every Thursday instead of the show, and yeah, it actually reminded me of the show a little bit. That's why I take so many videos at the poo poo plant now, because every time I turn around, I'm reminded, there's literally a river of shit flowing through the middle of the plant. It's like, wow. I
I'm
mean,
still waiting for Wheel of Prime logos to be going down that conveyor into the
right? That
shithole.
should be the next one, right? I mean, I don't know. Like it's insane, right? It's yeah.
I work
Like
at
every time when you start breaking down stuff like that, right? So it's like freaking you talk about the game, you just realized it was Game of Thrones, right?
yeah.
That I think what scene is it? Somebody gets stabbed in the back exactly like that in Game of Thrones. I forget which scene it is,
Um,
where it comes right through and they're like the shocked face and they like it's all from something else. The
yeah.
costume, most of the costumes are from something else. They stole cave scenes from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's
Because
correct.
Buffy was more popular, and it's like, oh well, you
Yeah.
know,
So instead of basing it off the books and basing it off of, I don't know, being creative, you're basing it off of other TV shows that millions of people know and are able to recognize.
wait,
Seriously.
which sword are we talking about? The sword, like that sword? I'm pretty sure she coomed. It sure looked like she coomed when she got stabbed in the back. So wait, so was it Moraine that brought her to eruption, or was it Rand?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Don't know.
I mean, I think it was Moraine, because we know a man couldn't make a girl coom in that show, right? Egwene and Elena are going to be lesbian. Like, and it wasn't Alex that pointed out, what with all the sex scenes, why are they so just like not even Skinamax? Like, like they're all having sex and there's still no tits,
That's
there's no
because
ass, there's no.
that's because it's problematic, Steve. It's because it's current day, as better
Like, just
YouTubers have
have
said.
Lan walk around with his penis out and get it over with. I mean, why
What
not, right?
freaking Spartacus? You ever see Spartacus?
Which one? Blood and Sand or the original?
Probably
Both
the
I've seen.
original, because I
I've seen
tried
them both.
watching it and I see like
Oh shit!
I see all these dudes with their dicks
Wait,
flopping about, and I was like, I can't watch this.
wait. Can I ask you? What part of this has reminded you of Gladiator? Oh, sorry, none of it. Right? Did you not see that? How there's going to be an epic battle on the scale of Gladiator in Wheel of Time season 2?
Yeah, yeah, and and people actually people. I mean, I talked to people at
Oh
work.
shit!
They're saying that, oh, this is going to be this, like, someone at work told me today that this is going to be the biggest thing that they've ever done in the
Oh,
show. I'm
there's
just like,
somebody at your work that actually likes the show.
doesn't like the show, but he's saying that, he's
No,
telling me like, oh, that there's going to be this big battle and
no.
everything. And I'm just like, I'm like, sorry, dude, I doubt
Dude,
it.
all you have to do is look at the freaking bridge scene and you can be like, that's what they decided to do with the Heroes of the Horn. They're running across a bridge
Yeah,
to fight another 10 Shanchan. It's a 10v10 duel. Oh boy. That's
yeah,
so much more fun than having a bunch of White Cloak Lancers on the field fighting a bunch of Dame and Shanchan warriors on Grom and Racken. Yeah,
yeah.
let's
Oh,
just
and
have
that's
them
not
run
going to
across
happen.
the bridge. Let's have them run across the bridge.
Are we gonna see are we gonna see the sky battle, Steve? Do you think we're
No,
gonna see
no
that?
way,
We're
no,
not gonna
no,
see.
no
We're
way,
not.
no
No,
way, no.
but we are gonna get the Heroes of the Horn, right? Obviously,
Eh,
the big one is gonna be
some
Uno.
bastardizing of it.
Uno's going to be, because he's already a hero of the
Oh
horn.
yeah,
They shoved his head into a horn, so
dude.
he's permanently a hero of the horn now.
My question is he gonna be Pac-Man when he's doing it? Is it gonna be like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah"? Is his mouth still gonna be? Is his mouth gonna be like that? Is gonna be his head's just gonna be flopping?
Fuck.
And then Leandra's gonna coom, and she's gonna be like, "Ew, that's
So the thing,
stab me, baby." It's like, what the fuck?
so we got to see more yeeting yesterday. Like, the girls all got yeeted by Leandrin.
Yeah, I guess the yeeting. Yeah,
So
I
I
guess
thought
there
she
must
was
be a yeet or a flippy kick each episode.
so I thought she was a good guy. So now she's a bad guy all of a sudden. Like,
No, she'll be a good guy. Don't you worry. Don't you
I'm
worry.
like, Michelle, make up your mind. Like, honestly,
There's gonna
like,
well, they're gonna they're gonna be. Apparently, they have a little nice little chat in the ways or something next episode. I don't know.
I read somewhere or somebody said, I don't know if it was a video I was reading, a comments, or someone on Twitter or X or whatever you call it. Somebody said Leandrin is better written in the show than in the book.
Of course, they say all kinds of nonsense, right? I mean, this is also somebody that doesn't really like the books. They just like a feminist agenda, and it's like the fact that anybody think who cares. Leandrin is a play. Leandrin's storyline is done once she gets them to Falme. That's it. So so it's like what? Okay, I guess she's written better because she actually has lines.
I guess.
I mean, it's like
I'd rather see evil Leandrin. I'd rather see menacing evil
right?
Leandrin.
I'd rather actually like see a
I want to root against the bad guys. I want to hate the bad guys. Yeah, I want to so we could root for our heroes. That makes it exciting. That makes it fun to watch. It's like they suck out the fun out of everything now. I mean, this whole making everybody sympathetic. I mean, when it's unearned, is not fun.
See a werewolf. I can't wait to see a werewolf. I can't wait. I'm ready for it. I mean, we just watched them slit. Like, they are so against killing women in this show that you can slit a woman's throat, you can stab her it through the heart, and she's still alive.
So does this mean? Do you think this applies to all the Forsaken now, or just like the dudes?
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Or is it just the female Forsaken and all the dude Forsakens are weak?
It's going to be all of them. It's going to be some nonsense that they're just, you can only kill them in one special way or some bullshit. Like, think of the stupidest thing you could think of, dude. Just think of the stupidest thing you can think of.
Oh, I got the perfect thing. So, like, everybody knows my theory. Reason why Ishi, or the father of lies, why does he call himself the father of lies? That's Shaitan. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that name. Fuck.
They don't even know what they don't know what a Shaitan is. They think it's like a fucking noodle dish.
Yeah, because the father of lies and the betrayer of hope are not the same person.
Oh, they call me Forsaken. It's like, you're dumb. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're so dumb. It's so like, how many times are you gonna say the same lines over and over and over again? Like, he says that 3 times. He's like, do you like? Why do you have to? Why is there a need for you to go into a room and go, my name is Ishmael, but you may also call me Father of Lies. You may also call me Betrayer of Hope. You may also call me Forsaken. Like, how many times has he done that now? 3?
Yeah.
The same line?
Yeah.
Wow, writing, man.
Yeah, it's like they expect their viewers to forget to be.
They think we're stupid. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I mean, just honestly.
Did you watch Banshee, by the way?
I did not.
Son of a bitch.
I watched part of it though. I like how it began. I loved how he got out of the prison. We hear this awesome music. He steals this car and then he goes. And then he goes to a bar, talks to a woman, and they just plow. They just plow in the back storage room. And then he goes to this town. This one dude, I forget how this one dude, the sheriff dude, who's like, I'm here for my first day as the sheriff, and he gets killed. I mean, it was CGI blood, but hey, whatever. It's just it was the first episode.
Identity. It's the best part. It's such a good show. But
I'll have to. Yeah, Anthony Starr looks pretty cool. I so far I like what I'm seeing. And of course, the guy that plays Burrell in The Wire is the bartender.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many good actors in that show. It's such an underrated, like, top tier show. It's so good.
So
they canceled Peripheral, Dempsey. Jesus, how are they going to do a crossover? They canceled it. My heart is broken.
Yeah. So Banshee's going to be my next show. I'm going to be watching, like my next new live action show. I'm going to be watching. So, so I have to find my notebook.
Second, man, hold on, wait a second, because I got to read my. Dude, who didn't stay up to watch Girls Gone Wild infomercials? You didn't. You're telling me you didn't. I caught you. I did. I know I did. I also was one of those people that watched HBO, or not HBO, but you got the scrambled nudie channel, and you can see the boob in between the yeah,
Yeah,
that was me
yeah.
too. Yeah, back in
Oh
the day,
shit.
right? Back in the day when the hub didn't exist.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
What is happening? Wait, wait. I got another clip.
What is
Here.
happening?
What is happening?
That's exactly right, man.
So Banshee, I have to write down. I have to make a
Cinemax
list
rule.
now.
Did we hold on? So I'll read it for you, Mark. For the love of all things holy, can we never mention Bloody Stool again? Well, my channel is basically based on Wheel of Time, so I have to talk about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
sorry. You mean literally? Sorry. My bad. Yeah. I guess we can stop. We talk about the vomit.
Shit tan. I ordered manicotti.
That's what they think on the show. They'll be like,
I
Rafe
want
will be like, "What's a shit tan?" That sounds like a fun sexual position. Is that like a freaking what's the one from Better Call Saul? The one from the when you shit in the sunroof. What
Oh
was that
yeah,
one
yeah.
called?
The Chicago sunroof.
The
Yeah,
Chicago sunroof.
Chicago sunroof. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. He's from Cicero, Illinois.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
Chicago sunroof. Hell
directly
yeah,
south of where I am. So
that's
yeah.
that's a shit
But
tan.
I want to
Yeah.
say hello, Lady of Balkans. I think it's the first time seeing you on my channel. Welcome. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you for
hey.
being here. We definitely interesting thing happened this morning in the synagogue in my city. Apparently, Amazon is that stupid to offend Jewish people.
I don't doubt it. Amazon is stupid.
So yeah.
Stupid.
So once again, check down if you wanted to participate in two of the giveaways. Consider becoming a member of the Nerdporeal Continuum because I mean Steve's relationship with his kids got better after joining the Continuum, right?
I did kill one of them. Oh,
Kill them with love because love conquers all, right?
don't
I mean,
send the
come
cops.
on.
Don't
Why do you
send the
think
cops. I was kidding.
Why do you think those warders? Why do you think those warders joined the tower? They didn't join it for a greater cause for responsibility. They
Easy
did it for
pussy. That's
love.
why. Easy
That,
pussy. Oh, sorry.
well,
Or
not for
butthole.
what's his name, not for Maxim.
Oh, sorry, butthole.
Maxim
Sorry,
wanted
easy
the
butthole.
D. He
The
wanted the
D and the
D, dude.
B. The
The
D and
D,
the B.
yeah,
I forgot. What was I
yeah,
thinking? The D
yeah.
and the B.
There you go.
Did you see all those warders with their tops off and that little freaking stupid? It's so stupid.
So was that
How is it
supposed
'90s?
to be Galad
I
Trakand or
no,
something?
it wasn't, but it's just like the how Nynaeva's been around sword fights more than any of the boys. It's so cringe.
So salty. And Better Call Saul. Now we don't see this. This is something that Bob Odenkirk basically relays to the audience. So basically, he finds out his wife is cheating on him with a particular dude, and this dude is married with kids. And so he got drunk one day. He spots the dude. The dude drives a car with a sunroof, and he goes and he defecates in this guy's car. The problem with that is his kids were in the car too, so he got arrested and he was charged. He was there was a possibility he was going to be charged with being a sex offender and all that. And his brother in the show, played by Michael McKean, gets him off of it, and that's part of the reason why it's part of the reason why Chuck, Michael McKean's character, is very doesn't really look doesn't like Jimmy, doesn't like his brother. Thinks his
Jimmy.
brother's a low life criminal.
Chicago sunroof. Yeah, man.
And it happens in Chicago because why not?
Why not?
Chicago, yeah. Actually, Chicago's pretty nice.
The home
most
of
of it.
You must read Dresden, bro.
I know. I never heard of Dresden until
Dude,
you and Pips brought it up. I've never heard of it.
Father reading Dresden.
Ha!
That's how good Dresden is.
So Dresden is a low fantasy. I'm guessing it has noir
it's not low
elements.
Fantasy. It has a noir. I still call it high fantasy. It's based in
high fantasy takes place in an alternate world. Low fantasy takes place in our world.
But there's I mean, it's multiple worlds. There's the Never Never and all kinds of unearthly creatures and fairies, and the world of fairy is involved, and yeah, I don't know. I don't. Is it is? I don't know. I would consider Dresden High Fantasy just because it's not real Chicago. It's like fake Chicago,
Well, yeah,
uh,
I mean that's true.
but he's a
I
wizard. He's a wizard, Harry.
he's a
He's the
wizard.
original Harry Potter.
By the way, it seems like I'm getting a lot of your I'm getting a lot of your viewers from your run hype here. So welcome everybody. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for
Because they're the best,
join
right?
us.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
the awesomest.
Well, they came for you. They came for you, Steve.
Nah, whatever. Nobody comes here for me.
Yeah, and Silverlock's here too. What's up, Silverlock?
Silverlock.
So
What's up?
So I got how many? I mean, you obviously I know you read lots of Sanderson. You know you're still reading Cosmere to this day. You've read Wheel of Time. You're reading Dresden. What else have you read? Have you ever read like Joe Abercrombie or?
No, to be honest, like no. I haven't. I don't do a ton of reading. That's why this is like Wheel of Time is like I. So let's see. So obviously the Wheel of Time several times. Like I tend to like the way I tend to read things. I sort of I get attached to one thing, and I sort of like I've read Wheel of Time a bunch. I've read through Stormlight Archive several times. Some of Mistborn twice, I think, all the way through because Era 2 is really good. Let's see. And I just sort of, I'll grab onto it and I'll just, just, I don't know. I don't when I get attached to character, I'm a character guy, right? So when I get attached to a character, I sort of just like to sort of stick with them. And it takes a little bit like to get me onto another series, at least for me. But so, I've read the Malorian and the Belgariad. That was really the first big high fantasy series, the Belgariad, and then into the Malorian. That's sort of like the sequel books. They're really, I think, pretty easy read. I haven't read them in forever, so like if you asked me about them, I couldn't tell you what. I remember, Belgarath the sorcerer, and Polgara and Garion, and I remember Dunkirk, and some of the main characters, but I couldn't tell you what happened.
Are they basically?
Yeah. So it's one of those. It's like, it'd be fun to sort of revisit those because I haven't read them in forever. So,
Hero's Journey. I'm taking it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. And then there, Wheel of Time, and then for a long time, I was reading. I would read. A lot of people joke that I was reading the same book series, but I read a lot of quite a ways into Sword of Truth, which is basically Terry Goodkind basically just steals a lot from Wheel of Time. So
he has. There's a book called The Stones of Tyr.
Richard Rawl is basically Rand. There's a lot of parallels to Wheel of Time, and that's why it was obviously easy reading for the most part. But that one I sort of got into just when that was the series my ex-wife used to be into when we met, so that's obviously why I read that. But and then Sanderson, just because honestly, because he finished Wheel of Time, that's the only reason I read any of his stuff, was because he finished those 3 books. And then it's like, all right, well, why not?
And that's how you found that. So that's how you found out about Sanderson.
Yeah, that and my brother pretty much gets me into all the fantasy stuff that I get into, because he's the one that suggested I read Dresden. So
yeah,
there we are, right?
I first heard of, I read up on Robert Jordan when I first, like I said in my review, I was reading Game of Thrones, I was reading George R. R. Martin's blogs about Winds of Winter, and what's funny is this was
Game of Thrones too, of course.
Yeah, 2015, 2016, and to this day, 7 years later, Winds of Winter is still not out, and I've stopped paying attention the last few years. So, but like I went through his history ever since, like he's been writing on his blog since 2005, 2006, and he made a famous one in 2009 because by that time, this was in between books 4 and 5, and he was taking his sweet time with book 5, and this was 4 years after the book came out, 2 years before Dance with Dragons came out, and he literally wrote a post, addressing his detractors, and that's where I first heard Robert Jordan, because he mentions Robert Jordan directly, saying, "You're worried I'm going to pull a Robert Jordan and deny you your book and everything." So I looked up Robert Jordan, I looked up other fantasy, and I found out about the Wheel of Time. And I already had a Kindle with me, and I started reading a whole bunch of stuff. So that's when I pretty much got the Eye of the World, and I read it. And dude, that prologue, when I first read that prologue, like, holy shit, this is insane. This is awesome. And then after that, that ended. And then we go to the first chapter. Now, I didn't appreciate it at first. I didn't appreciate Eye of the World as much at first. Compared to the second time I read it for our streams and everything, my rereads and my reread of that, and giving the series a second chance. But like, compared to Song of Ice and Fire like set things up better initially, and that's kind of why I was initially dismissive the first time I read it.
Wait.
It felt like things weren't set up properly.
Hold on, I'm just reading the chat here. Is this real? Like, was this real? Did this really happen, or like, am I being punked that like Amazon screwed up here? Because I was gonna address the Dresden thing, because I'm not a big low fantasy person either, and there's so much wizard stuff and fantasy stuff that I've never read 17 books faster in my life, just in 17 books, and I just you just can't put them down. But was there really an uproar about a word that Ishii used in episode 4? Did that really happen? Like, I like, or are we being punked? Because that would just be too awesome. I would love it if this is real. I hope it's real. Is it real, Lady of the Balkans? Please tell me it's real. Please make my day.
Yeah. And Mark Clark disagrees with me. I actually reread Game of Thrones. It's the only time I've ever reread a series. So
I get attached to my characters, so when characters started to fall so easily in Game of Thrones, it got harder and harder to read for me. But it is very real.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like, obviously things that were set up, especially in the first book.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. Hold on. I keep interrupting you. So wait a second. So the Middle Eastern man used a slur about that the Jewish community. Is that what happened? He said a slur in his little resurrection of Lanfear? Are you kidding me?
Is that what that? What the hell was that word again?
It's up there.
Adonai.
Adonai.
If I'm saying it now, does that make me? Oh shit!
No, because we're just reporting the news. Don't you worry. We're good.
All right.
We're okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep interrupting you, man. That's like. Okay.
Third time. You're out of here.
He used the word Adonai when raising. Okay.
Demon. Oh.
Oof.
Salty says Adonai means master or lord, showing God his sovereignty over us.
Sounds like Amazon to me, doesn't it? Just throwing out words out there that they'll be like, oh, I don't know what they mean. Screw it, right?
I got a question for you, Steve. I don't know if I ever really asked you this.
Blue.
When did you what made you decide to start your channel? Was it because of Wheel of Time season 1, or did you think about it beforehand?
Oh, I made it beforehand. I made it basically because my channel got made basically because of, well, I guess specifically, I guess it would be a combination of The Last Jedi and what happened to Game of Thrones, because it was one of those things I hoped that like all of us, I hope Wheel of Time was going to be good, right?
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, there was obviously, and you can see from some of the videos I made before it even came out, because I talked about Matt being assassinated way before the show even came out, because it was so obviously they weren't putting men on the screen, right? But I made it basically because I had a lot to say um, about the Last Jedi and all that, and the destruction of Star Wars, and didn't have an outlet for it to say that. Everybody else was pretty much saying what I was thinking, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
I could have done that, missed opportunity, and then instead of making a channel at that point, I held off because of multiple things, family, work, life, all that stuff, right? And then um, same thing happened with Game of Thrones season 8, and prior to season 8 was I had a lot to say about that. Watched it all go down, and you know, you know, a lot of people made a lot of money, got famous off the failure of season 8, and I missed that train too, even though I had a lot to say about what happened. Had nowhere to do it, so it was one of those, since Wheel of Time, it's one of those things near and dear to my heart, right? So
Yeah.
it's one of those, what, I'm gonna prepare for the worst, right? And here we are. Not that I'm making myself famous or rich, like the Game of Thrones thing made people's channels because it was such a staple in everybody's household of entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Wheel of Time isn't, which is a tragedy since it should be.
Yeah.
But you get it, right? So it was one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I should. I didn't want to miss the train again, so to speak. And this one was something that I definitely knew I had a grasp on what should be happening, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the I was actually watching season 8 of Game of Thrones because I was looking for footage for my long-winded Eye of the World, because I was talking about how I got into fantasy and what made me get into Wheel of Time. And believe it or not, Game of Thrones was a big part of that. So I was actually rewatching a little bit of season 8, episode 3, The Long Night. And
Why would you do that?
well, you know what? Compared to
Were you
seeing
trying to see stuff?
No,
Okay.
I was thinking it's been over 4 years since season 8 came out, and you know how far we've fallen since then. Like, I thought that was shit when it came out, but compared to Wheel of Prime,
You know what's so yeah,
and like shit has gone so bad now.
it's crazy that you can actually pay compliments to season 8 season 8 of Game of Thrones. You go, well, at least at least the armor looked like armors, at least the dragons look like dragons, at least the fire looked like fire. At least it's like
At least things were happening. I mean, it was
the
horribly
music.
executed, but at
Well,
least things were happening.
the music was good too, right? I mean, it's like the music was for
Oh
the most
yeah,
part still good in Game of Thrones, right?
I
Whereas
get it's
Wheel of Time, the music is freaking horrid.
yeah.
It's like freaking like the yodeling in the Zack Schneider freaking Justice League cut, only like maxed out to 30.
I mean,
Like, I
I
know
mean,
some people
how,
like the yodeling part, but it's just like you know what I mean? It's just
but
like,
like,
what
yeah,
the hell are we listening to?
the reason why House of the Dragon is doing so well is because of shit like
Yeah.
Wheel of Prime and the Rings of Power. Like
Yeah.
like it's like Amazon gets its paws on two major fantasy properties, and they don't know how to pull it off. They don't know how
Well,
to execute. They don't know
well,
how to
look,
hire the right people. It's insane. Like
look,
I
they
know I'm
just
repeating shit that a lot of better people have said, but
look. They have already shown that they have no fucking clue how to build a villain or anything, because right, or build smart characters. Like episode 4 was a complete just waste of time, and just like a failure in storytelling, because it's just like it's like, actually it should be a study, and they should teach classes on okay, this is how you make a show that you tell your audience you tell your audience that they're too stupid to figure out things, or this is you treat your audience like they're dumb. When you can have a character that's been involved in nothing in the world come into the scene and go, haha, everything has gone according to my plan. I've moved you here. Rand is here because I wanted him here. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, the catchphrase for the tag for Wheel of Time should be Wheel of Time. Don't think about anything because it doesn't make sense. Just stop thinking.
That's
Yeah.
everything. That's everything. That's Disney Star Wars. That's New
Right.
Trek.
Well,
That's
then it's like
Rings of
okay,
Power.
and then the end of the episode, right? And I don't want to stay on it too long, but it's just like,
Yeah.
they're having she's strapped Rand down for some reason. It's like, I'm a monster too. You let me, put your pee in my pee, right? And then Moraine, another ninja. We have so many ninjas in this world. Moraine ninjas her way into this house where she somehow found them.
Like
Stabs,
I swear she just like I
takes
gotta
her like she's a vampire, like from
yeah.
every vampire show ever. The
Mhm.
fake vampire stab. She cooms, and then in the middle of cooming, while she's dying, slits her throat, and then she's laying on the ground. And then Moraine goes, "Run, run, run!" It's like, why? Cut her fucking head off. Like, if
Yeah.
if that didn't kill her, start dismembering her. Like, she's not going to be a problem. Like, if you just cut her head off, like, if you really are is just, you know die hard smart as they say you are, just, cut her head off and problem solved.
And I mean
Don't run.
The Forsaken are human. Like they still have human
Yes,
frailties. They're
yes,
still mortal. They're hard to
yes.
well unless you're Balsamon. Balsamon's hard to kill, but
Well,
that's because his body's full of flame. So
but you want to
when
know.
you try to impale him with the sword, that sword's going to melt
But this
inside
is
him. That's why he
also.
survives the Great Hunt.
But this is also another reason it shows why Agnor and Balthamore weren't in the show, because you have to kill them.
Yeah.
So that's why all the Forsaken are going to be like uber immortals, because they
I
just
mean,
left the two that they killed. Well, yeah, two, and then Bilal later, but in a little bit. But they didn't put them in for other than story reasons. They couldn't kill them because, well,
yeah.
it's like, oh well, Lanfear's the only one that's immortal. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, what is going on? So
Dismember and burn them, just like
yeah,
Michael
burn them.
Myers. Hey, Halloween
Exactly.
2. How did Halloween 2 end? They tried shooting him in the first one. They burned him in the second one, and you know what? That killed him until money and and studio execs revived him
Yeah,
in the
it's
late
nuts.
80s, and then they kept reviving him, and they still reviving him. By the way, Halloween Ends sucks. The movie was trash. Sorry.
Dude, I felt so bad. Easton went to he got invited to go to the Busch Gardens like Halloween event today with his buddies,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently like he was too scared of all the haunted houses, and they left. And I was like, it's okay, man. He felt really bad. I felt bad for him, but shout out to Easton. He's my boy. Like, it's okay. I'm a pussy
Hey,
too.
hey,
I can't deal with scary stuff. I can't.
I was when I was his age, I was too chicken. My dad told me about Halloween. He had the box. It was the old 78 box. It was a creepy jack-o'-lantern with teeth, and he had a veiny hand with a knife. And what I thought was in this movie was beyond like gruesome and gratuitous. Like I thought this was going to be something like something that eventually became Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was what I imagined Halloween was, when it actually wasn't. So I was too chicken for 2 years. It wasn't until I was 13 that I saw the trailer at a video store, and then I finally put on the movie. But the movie was still awesome. The movie was still tense as shit. But
I still can't watch scary movies. I can't. I'm a big wimp. So
by the way,
you know
check
a
out our live watch of Halloween that we did last year.
Oh
Like
yeah, I
me,
guess we did do
Steve,
that,
and
didn't
Easton. Easton was
Laughing his ass off.
Easton was laughing his ass off. I was like,
What?
what? So you can't say Easton's you can't say Easton's a thing, because he got through Halloween, and I even now as an adult, I still get I'm still a little terrified of Michael
Easton's
Myers.
the man.
Yeah.
Easton's the man. So like, but I want a movie isn't scary when I can watch it through with no problem. So like the Pope's Exorcist,
Yeah.
that was just, yeah.
That
It
reminds
was
me.
not scary.
That reminds me. It's fall. It's fall now. Serial horror sessions and serial horror
Oh yeah,
chat's going to
there we go.
make a
There we go.
return this year. So
Absolutely. Yeah, we decorate a lot, man. We got to put Charlie. We got Charlie the werewolf to put up, and yeah, we go full ham. This is where we go full ham decorating the house for everything, man. We got my father bought a 12-foot burning skeleton this year. 12 foot, man.
burning skeleton.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a giant like angry skeleton dude that's gonna light the whole freaking lawn on fire and is gonna be
How
awesome.
how tall? Because I've been
12 foot, brah.
dude. I've seen stuff like that. I've seen stuff like that. I've went for walks last year. I've seen that. That is, I walk past
He,
houses that have those. Those are terrifying. I'm like,
he saw
whoa.
it. He saw it at like Home Depot like 3 years ago, and like he's been trying to get it for like 3 years, and every time he goes to get it, it's sold out. So like this year, he just started looking early, and he found it, and he just bought it, and it just showed up one day. It's like, hey, all right, we're complete now, right? So, see you later, Mahalander.
See, come back for the giveaway.
The giveaway.
Being a
What
member.
what are you giving away again?
I
What are you
am
giving
giving away. I'm giving away either a mug or a drinking glass, or and then for the final one for members only, if they want it, for an honor of Star Trek Day, the entire original Star Trek series on Blu-ray.
Does the mug have my face on it?
Nope, the mug has the Nerdporeal life form logo and Nerdporeal dude. So there you go. Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
what it is. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
got,
so
dude, we got like, man, we were in like, even though like TV sucked, we were in a good spot there. We had Better Call Saul like to talk about, and we
yeah,
had,
that's over.
Peripheral was stupid, but that was fun to cover with Zax,
Yeah, it's true.
and it's like there's a few things coming out that I'm interested in, but not anything at least I think I would cover on YouTube. Maybe Castlevania. Castlevania comes out soon, so that could be.
Oh yeah, there's a new Castlevania, right? I
Yeah,
know it's a spinoff. It's supposed to
yeah.
take place during
It's Richter.
Richter, so
Yeah,
Symphony of
it's
the Night
Richter.
era. Okay.
Well, they're doing Nocturne, I think. So I think it's after Symphony of the Night. I
Mm-hmm.
think is that. I always get screwed up with the Castlevania timeline, but oh, Trump's address. I didn't know there was a Trump address. Oh well.
Who's Trump?
Who's that guy? Oh my god.
So
But so like so yeah, that might be worth. But it's just like I don't know, like entertainment is dying. So Silo was good. I did like Silo. I did like Silo. I actually did like that show on Apple TV. So I'm looking forward to season 2 of that. But it's just like I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, is Stranger
I was
Things
gonna
coming
ask.
out this year? Is Cobra Kai coming out this year? I don't even know.
We don't. I mean, with the strike and all that, probably not till 2024. I mean, the only thing that
I've already
I
watched
know.
Dark. I've already watched Dark a long time ago.
Yeah, I still have not watched season 3. I got so hooked into season 1. Like I watched the entire thing in like a day. Like I think it was like how many it was 8 episodes. Watching entire season 1 in a day. I was like, shit, when's season 2 coming out? And then it took 2 years for season 2, and then I just kind of forgot about season 3. I didn't even watch season 3. So, but yeah, I mean, Stranger Things is those 2 shows are probably not going to be out for at least till 2025. I think I don't know, but but those shows are coming to an end. What is left? I mean, like I couldn't believe it. Like I wasn't expecting much out of Cobra Kai. I just watched out of curiosity because I've seen the Karate Kid films as a kid, and then I'm watching. I'm like, holy crap, this is good. I watched the entire. It was like 4 in the. It was like 2 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night. I put it on. I watched the entire thing, the entire early morning, like the entire first season.
Oh yeah,
That's how good it was.
I don't know. I don't know if it follows the books at all. I can't say yay or nay to that. But for what it was, and I don't know, like anybody that watched Silo that doesn't think it was, I enjoyed it for what it was. There There was some mystery box stuff, but they tended to they actually answered a lot of questions instead of just leaving all of it lingering. There was, of course, some lingering stuff at the end, but that's that you have to that I think it was sort of and I don't I'm not I think it was anticipation and story driven, like episodic, almost like story driven,
Yeah.
hints left and answered, and then moving on to new hints, right? Done in a good manner. I'm not a big fan of calling stuff mystery boxes anymore because, well, mystery box. Oh God,
Do you hear?
I
Do
don't
you
even care about the Ted Lasso spinoff. I don't want to
do
hear it.
you hear? You hear a transmission, Steve? I think I hear a transmission.
Oh my
Beep beep
God,
beep
is
beep
it
beep.
happening?
It is happening. All
It's
right, here you go.
happening. Oh my God.
Luis Ortiz. Here's a transmission.
Get him, Ishmael.
Welcome,
Get him, Ishmael. Oh, sorry. You're casting choice for Ishmael right there. Your man.
Ishmael.
Right, that's what you said, man. I'm just saying.
That's true.
I don't know
So,
if it's equal. I can't say if it's equal. All I can say is Rebecca Ferguson is a hot biatch, and that show was really good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Rebecca Ferguson, I'll watch anything she's in because they
what
butched her
else?
up for it. They butched her up for it because she's a tough girl.
What else
But
was Rebecca Ferguson in?
Mission Impossible, like she was in some of the Mission Impossibles with Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay, I know.
Um,
Okay, I've seen her. Oh,
there's
yeah.
a few other things. She's very Emily Blunt. Like, I mean, like, at least I feel like they're sort of yin yang. I don't know. We go through these periods with Hollywood starlets where there's seems to be two of them that look very similar to each other. Like, and it's like you almost can mix and match a little bit. But
Yeah.
I couldn't, to be honest. If you, it's like, she's been that was the first TV show I think I saw her in, but she was in yeah, some of the Mission Impossibles here lately. Are
So I
usually
figure we
under.
do our
Oh,
first.
this is the giveaway.
Yes, I figure we do our first giveaway now. So
Oh, do
first
you want to?
giveaway.
Oh, real quick too. Mule sent me another meme yesterday. If you want me to bring it up,
Yeah, sure. Sure, right after.
like the toaster. So if you want it, like, you remember the
Yeah,
toaster meme? Yeah. So go ahead.
yeah. We'll do that right after this. So,
Okay.
so
Dude, I'm entering this one. I want a cup.
all right. So we have either the glass. We have the Nerdporeal Lifeform glass, or a mug. So I have this normal mug right here with just
What
the
about the
title.
bust? Are we gonna set? When's the Nerdporeal bust coming out of your chiseled jawline?
The bust of my chiseled jawline.
Yeah,
What?
the head, just like a
Yeah.
statue of your head. You're gonna
I don't
release
know.
one of them?
I
No.
don't know. Probably
Oh,
at some point, maybe eventually.
okay. All
So
right.
there's the normal Nerdporeal mug, and then there's Nerdporeal the flamethrower, and
Okay.
the
So you get
kids.
to basically you get to choose one of these things. Is that the giveaway?
Yeah, the one of these three things. So there you go. So
Copy that.
So what you got to put in is hashtag, all one word, stay Nerdporeal. I'll write it in for So hashtag. I'll add the banner. Let's see.
Can I enter twice? No, I'm kidding. I'm
If you
kidding.
do,
I'm kidding.
I will kill you.
Oh my God.
All right, so here. So hashtag Stay Nerdporeal. So type in Stay Nerdporeal, and you can win one of these three things. And of course, if you the thing you have to DM me to tell me what you want, and I will ask you what color and whatnot. And yeah.
Hold on. So
Ray
okay,
Judkins sucks.
repeat one more time. What am I hashtagging here?
Hashtag. Well, what's scrolling on the bottom, dude? Hashtag Stay Nerdporeal.
Okay, hold on. Hashtag. Whoa. Sorry, double play. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Hashtag stay Nerdporeal. There it is. Hashtag stay. I have never done. I gotta figure out how to do this stuff. You do all the fun stuff on this channel. I don't. I need to figure out how to do some giveaways. I did
I'm
it all in
building
lowercase. Am
Nerdporeal
I?
the
Am I
lunchbox.
screwed? Am I screwed? Did I put it all in lowercase? Am I messed up? Did I not?
Uh, I got 6
I'm
entries.
kidding. Nice. All right.
One,
There
two.
should Robert Moore should be in there now. Hopefully, is that a
Robert Moore,
7?
you spelled it wrong, so you're not going to show up. It's with an E.
Stay
Nerdporeal with an
nipply.
E.
Stay nipply oil.
Stay nipply. What?
Stay nipply Oriole. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but sure.
Stay nipple. That's what he said.
Does
Nipply.
capitalization count? I have no idea.
I don't think.
Uh,
Well, it doesn't look like it counts.
no, not really. It's the way it is on the screen is how it is.
It
So
just means you're really serious, Fufu, that you really want to win. That when you capitalize it, yeah, yeah. It just means you
okay,
really, really want to win.
all right. So I'll have to share. Let me share my other screen. Let me.
Are you? Oh, you're gonna let it. You gonna let it breathe a little bit, or you gonna just? You
Um,
gotta go for it right now, man. What is with my camera, man? There
I don't
should
know.
be another
I
one.
don't know.
There should be another one. Oh my god.
So
You should be at like 7 or so now.
and we already talked about movies and or we already talked about shows. So is there any like I mean, is there anything to look forward to? I mean,
Video games, brah. Hell yeah.
video. So
Dude, there's so many good video games coming out. I can't wait.
so did you? I was going to ask. You beat Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Yeah, beat Tears of the Kingdom. I still need to go back and do a bunch of stuff. I still need to beat Final Fantasy 7 or not 7, 16. I mean, but like Mario freaking Wonders coming out. That looks awesome. Mario RPG's
Yeah,
coming out.
yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
dude, Bomberman. We're gonna play the crap out of Bomberman in this house. There's a new
I
Bomberman coming
I
out. It's
never
so much
played.
fun, dude.
I never played Bomberman.
Oh,
I mean,
Bomberman is so
I
much fun.
have I might if I can get my Super Nintendo Mini to work, I could play because I did the
No, there's a new one for
I
the
did the
Switch coming
yard
out.
thing. I actually took a whole bunch of emulated stuff and added to that SNES Mini. I don't know if I ever told you that. So I
No,
have
you
a
did,
whole
but
I have a whole bunch. I had enough stuff to be able to cover
there's
the
a
max capacity.
there's a new there's a new one coming out for Switch. A new like it's called like Bomberman like something like uh I don't know. It's coming out soon, but like that game's fun as hell until I lose like 20 in a row and start punching my children. But it's fun until that point, because their hand-eye coordination is so much superior to mine. I always lose, but that's coming out. There's just like I've missed so many. There's so many coming out that just like, and some of them like, to be honest, like some of the games I'm looking forward to watching people play them, like because I know my limitations. I like Elden Ring and those games. Like I just can't play them, and I don't have time to play like Starfield or Baldur's Gate. I don't have time to do all that. I
Have
just
you?
don't. Right?
What if? Okay, I have to ask you because I'm sure you've probably seen some of it. But have you? What have you seen anything about certain Az and his little rant that he did about Starfield?
Starfield.
Yeah.
I heard of it. I didn't know what it was about, to be honest. I didn't really watch it, to be honest. What was it like? I
So
know there was I know there was a rant.
so it started with like when you build a character, they have preferred pronouns, which I mean honestly I don't really care about that sort of thing.
I
Whatever.
don't care.
If people want their pronouns, let them have it. But if you're gonna do that, you have
don't
to.
force it. Just don't force it. As long as he and he is in there and she is in there, I don't care. Like
Mhm.
no thanks. I'm
And
good,
then
baby.
there was like a weird story where this character was telling you who she actually was or something. I have to tell you, and it was like totally unnecessary, but she tells you anyway. She tells you anyways or
Yeah,
something.
that stuff.
And
Like
that's
that.
kind of where that's where the rant kind of comes from. So
Yeah, well,
it
that
was
like
ridiculous.
I look, I pronouns are dumb. Like, I'm sorry, but for me, I don't understand. But just that's when I turn the game off. It's like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
There's so many games to be playing that
Yeah.
shit. When you start putting that shit in there, it's like, okay, well, that's what you were thinking about. That's why your game sucks because on
Yeah.
top of all that stuff, Starfield for being
And
8 years in development is shit.
yeah, Starfield is and it's a shit game because it's Bethesda has been turning out
Yep.
shit after shit
Plus,
lately.
like Blizzard, same thing with Blizzard.
Yeah,
Blizzard, yeah,
and
Blizzard, yeah.
yeah, and like it's just the fact that it's not even that. It's just there's just so many things wrong with it, and like the thing that people were hoping for, an open universe adventure, that's not the case with Starfield. So and plus here's the thing. I haven't played games in several months. Last thing I played was Tears of the Kingdom, and Tears of the Kingdom kind of well,
Was it your? I know it's not your cup of tea. Was it
I'm
your
not
cup
going to
of
say
tea?
it's a bad game, but
Wasn't
it
for you.
just feels like I felt like when I played Breath of the Wild, I felt like I was so much time to very little payoff in my opinion. Um, Now I know Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, my friend Marty played it. He really enjoyed the ending. A lot of other people have played it. They say the final fight with Ganon is insane, and that
Um,
the story's really good.
look, I don't know that we talked about it so much. I think the story's good. I think it's way too easy.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Oh yeah, I think the game's way too easy. When the Lionels are the hardest, yeah, the Lionels are harder than any of the bosses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easily.
So I mean,
The Lionel
I
was the
think
best part of Breath of the Wild, in my opinion.
yeah, the game's just I think the game's way too easy. But
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it. I mean, I still enjoyed it. I mean, Easton literally like beat the game with 8 hearts, and that he just went to the end and beat it. It's like wow, that okay. So that doesn't mean I'm probably I'll still play it again because I enjoyed other features of it, right? But
Yeah.
that's the hard part right now. It's like once you start dude, Easton will take you on at some chess, Lady B. Easton is a chess
Oh
wizard.
yes. I played when I visited Steve. Easton kept saying, "Hey, let's play some chess," and I was like, "Okay." And I played him 4 times, and I lost 4 times.
He is a
And
chess wizard.
Easton gets in your head when he plays you. He I like I swear to I swear I thought I was I swear I thought I was like
PD
a little
York.
kid again. Yeah. So all
PD York,
right,
thanks for following me on the Twats or the X or whatever it is. Thanks, buddy.
the Megan the Twitter man X. Oh,
The
sorry.
Twitter X, yeah. So I don't. There's so many freaking games, and it's like Gadfly said, like even if there's not, and there's a lot of new good games coming out, but they're doing a lot of smart remasters. And then
Yeah.
even if there's not remasters, you got like PlayStation Plus and stuff, where you get or the Virtual Console on Switch, where you can play a
Yeah.
whole bunch of the older games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you can there's so much there's so many good games out there. I want to see the resurgence of the old school RPG come back.
You
There's a
mean
there's
like
a there
the turn-based RPG or
yeah,
the
there's
active
like
time battle?
there was a game called that just came out called I think it's called Sea of Stars.
Yes,
That,
yes,
that I
yes,
want to
yes.
play.
I
I
know what
want
you're
to play
talking
that
about.
game. That
Me
game looks
too.
fun as hell. I'm like, I gotta check that out.
I get Chrono Trigger I get Chrono Trigger
Yeah,
vibes
yeah,
from
exactly,
it.
right? Yeah, I saw it pop up. It's like Sea of Stars gets 100,000 copies sold. I'm like, what the hell is this game? I looked at it, I'm like, dude, that game looks freaking great. I may have to try that out. But
By the
Nos
way,
Nos would yell at me because I haven't finished Final Fantasy
by the
16
way,
yet. So
speaking of certain game I just mentioned, future retrospective, first JRPG, Chrono Trigger retrospective, coming
there you
soon
go.
to
There
from
you go.
Nerdporeal near you.
Yeah.
After I do the Mario one that I
I
promised
did,
to.
I
So
did, I did play Deus Ex off stream. It was the shittiest game I ever played in my life, man. It was so terrible.
all right, let's do the thing.
It's
So we
like
got seven entries.
the wheel of time of video games. Deus Ex. Ugh.
All right, 7 entries. Okay, let's start the draw. 1, 2, 3. Now. All right, let's see who's gonna
I
win it. Will
win.
Trip win it? Will Profit
I
win?
win.
will Jacob, Lady B.
Oh, I thought I had it. You
All right,
trolled me,
so
bro.
Lady
Lady
B,
B
you have a
won.
choice between the normal Nerdporeal mug, the Nerdporeal, the flamethrower mug, and the Nerdporeal drinking glass.
Of
So
course,
one of those
the
three,
woman wins.
definitely.
You freaking shill. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
true, true.
Oh, sorry. I spoke over you. He's giving you free merch. You get Nerdporeal Lifeform merch.
Yeah. So we'll do one more of these. We'll do one more of these
You're doing two of
glass
them?
ones. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do
Oh
one. I'm
my
gonna do
God.
another one later, and then we're gonna do a final one for this original series Blu-ray. So stick
Oh
around,
my God.
folks. So, all right. So yeah, congrats, Lady B. DM me, and let me know what you like. If you don't know what it is, I'll show you the I'll show you the choices. I'll link you to them. So, all right. So, so
Yes,
going
sir. Sorry.
going forward, going forward. So once again, like since today is Star Trek Day, I just wanted to say I really appreciated you, really appreciate you doing the Picard stuff with me, and really getting me to see, or really get me to see how to properly analyze a show and
What?
everything. So
Seriously? Do you really think that's really? You think no, no. I'm being serious. That you think that's? I don't know, man. Like I don't. I think I've ruined you. I'm such a cynical person when it comes to watching shows, right? Like I really am. I like I don't know when it happened either. There are like don't get me wrong, there are shows where it's just like, all right, I it's nonsense, but I can still it's harmful it's harmless nonsense, right? So I can enjoy it. But there's some of these things that's just like it's when they don't it's like when they think they're being great writers and then it's just like fuck you, right? It's
the
just
big thing was, and then I know PD York in the chats. I know PD York in the chat really enjoyed it. A lot of people, a lot of the bigger channels really enjoyed it too. So,
I mean,
we're not here to take away your enjoyment.
well, I've
If you
talked to a
like
few
it,
people. I've talked to a few people actually about Picard, right? Just I'm not. That is not my realm, right? I just watched it as a TV show, but I know a lot of the. I just asked, it's like why, and a lot of people it was that liked it. It was just for the simple fact that it was literally just that the crew was back together. That was it. Um,
mm-hmm.
and that was enough for them. It's like all right, if that's what you're looking for, I guess I can understand that, right? Um,
Yeah,
it I know the next generation crew, but I don't have an attachment to Star Trek like you or many others. So I was looking for actually a some stuff to make sense, but uh, that's not what everybody was looking for. So uh, to each their own.
yeah,
I am not the like police. I will say it. I've said it many times. Like
mm-hmm.
whatever you want. I am not the like police, but you know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
entitled to my opinion to dislike it as well. So as long as we
Yeah,
all recognize that, then we're all happy, right? That's all I
yeah.
care about. Like just
I
my
mean,
opinion is just as bad. That's the
I
thing. That's the problem I have with a lot of things right now. So and not to steamroll you, man. Sorry, but why is it okay to like crap but not okay to dislike crap? Like why am I an evil person for disliking something that's terrible? But if you if you like something that's terrible, it's okay. Like
mhm.
it's just it should be both it should be fine both ways. Like I'm not stomping on you saying something shit. Like it'd be like me saying
I know PD
fucking
York. I know you. I know you feel that way. I know a lot of people feel that way too. You're comparing Picard season 3 to the TNG films. I actually prefer the TNG films. I rewatched Nemesis and I got more enjoyment out of that than Picard
But
season
at least
3.
that's I think that's an objective like I think that's like a subjective freaking like you guys can have
Yeah.
that discussion sort of like like I don't think there's like I don't see battle lines being drawn between you guys going die but you're not right, whereas it's like some people it's like you don't like it, you're a horrible person. It's like what no I don't like it. I don't like the TV show because it
I do
doesn't
agree.
make
I do
sense.
agree about. I do agree about Generations. So I mean, I do think Generations was did a lot of damage to Star Trek. So definitely, I definitely can't wait to check out your video. But
I
yeah,
am
it's
discussing Nos. It's okay. Not Nos is beating me up
you're
again.
not disgusting. You're just you know,
Acquired.
the fact that you associate yourself with me,
I'm like
you
a
know,
stinky blue cheese.
pretty much, yeah. So, um, but like I showed you, like you. What's funny was we watched the episode, we covered the episode at your house, and it just got so ridiculous that we kind of vented to your son, and we were telling your son about the episode. Your son's like,
I feel what
uh.
Ryan. I feel so bad, but Ryan gets sucked into so much of my bullshit, and he's just like being a good sport, and he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. Here's the meme I said I would share.
Oh, relive the greatest fantasy epic adapted. Works even when your internet is out. Can be used to store your original books. Ha! Oh
Wheel of
damn.
Prime home version. It's a trash can on fire. I love it.
$399.95. Wow.
No
Yeah.
refunds. That's the best part. No refunds. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sorry. I said I'd share. Those are some good. Mule's got to keep those coming, man. Mule's got to
So
keep those coming.
yeah.
Sensei
So
Matt's a TNG guy. There you go. So,
yeah.
Sensei
Nice.
Matt, did you like Picard?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
did,
Definitely
get
tell
out
her.
of here. We don't have. No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
But like I haven't been able to manipulate your son Easton into watching. Like I'm never going to watch Star Trek. He was playing while we were watching it. He was playing Switch, but got Ryan to watch Arena with us, and and he enjoyed the episode. He enjoyed Arena. That's if you haven't seen Arena, that's the one where Kirk gets Kirk goes after a ship. They destroy a colony, and he ends up fighting a Gorn, the reptile creature on the planetoid, and everything. And it's great episode. Great episode. And and Ryan's just like, yeah, I do. I really enjoyed it. And I'm like, this is how you write an episode. This is how you write an episode of TV and everything. So, but yeah, today's the September 8th, 57 years. It's been since the first episode ever aired, The Man Trap. That's the one with the salt creature. So, Steve, did you know the very first episode ever aired of Star Trek was a horror episode? So there's this creature that can shapeshift into any form. Could become you. Could become me.
It was on Skinamax. There were horrors on it. Oh,
Yeah.
horror. Sorry, my bad.
Horror. Yes, the first Star
Horrors.
Trek episode was a
Wait,
horror
hold on.
episode.
You said it again. Horrors or horror? Horrors?
Horror.
Horrors? Are we talking about
Horror.
Wheel of Time or Star Trek? I'm getting so confused.
We're talking
There
about
are horrors all over.
We're talking
all
about
over
the
Wheel of
Star
Time.
Trek Enterprise.
Dude, when
we're talking about that.
When you get a stick in your back, that is okay. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I'm being a dick. Sorry. So wait, so this is the anniversary of the first episode ever.
Yeah, it's been 57 years since the original series aired. So yeah, it was
NBC
September 8th, 1966.
So it took them what 30 years to kill it, or 50 years to kill it. When did they kill Star Trek officially? 50 years.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, some people would say 2009 when the first JJ film came out. Some people will say it's 2017 when Star Trek Discovery came out.
It's
so
Pip's
50,
fault.
51 years.
Pips. Don't blame me. It's Pip's fault. Sorry, go ahead.
What's Pip's fault?
Did I've corrupted you with the Wheel of Time? This Wheel of Time stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Pip's corrupted me with the alcohol.
Nothing's my fault.
The alcohol.
Nothing's ever my fault. I am an angel.
Angel.
Yeah. So I, you know what? I'm trying to think about it. I don't know how much original series I actually watched. I'm pretty sure I've seen all the movies. I don't know that I watched many episodes though. I watched a. I would say I couldn't tell you if I remembered them, but I'm pretty sure I watched most of, if not all of, The Next Generation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that I watched any old original series.
Yeah,
know?
there was the very first. I mean, the very first episode was the man trap, and then there was another episode after that called
What?
Charlie X, where a 17-year-old boy comes on board, and he is all powerful, and it gets to a point where he takes over the ship. It was based off of a Twilight Zone episode where I don't know if you ever seen Twilight Zone the movie. Remember the Joe Dante segment with the kid and everybody's afraid of the kid, and they parodied this on The Simpsons with Bart. You know,
Yes.
Bart turns Homer into a Jack in the Box and all that.
Yeah.
Same idea. Same idea.
Wait a second. Are we talking? Why are we talking? Dude, I watched the new retelling of Quantum Leap. It was stunning and brave. It was so good.
I,
I'm
I
kidding.
love Quantum. I
Quantum Leap
love
was
the
great. My
original Quantum
mom,
Leap with Scott
with
Bakula.
Scott Bakula. My mother had a crush on Scott Bakula, so she loved that show. But what
Yeah,
what SNES
he
do
was
what
Captain
SNES
Archer.
do what SNES do you want to talk about? What about the SNES? I am
When
so
did
upset that Suikoden got delayed, man. Again.
Suikoden is PS1, not
Yeah, my,
SNES,
my like
Super
I'm so
Nintendo.
looking forward to that remaster, and it doesn't come out till 2024 now. I'm destroyed. But I guess that just gives me opportunity to play Mario RPG.
That's true. And if you haven't seen it, someone we know may or may not have made a Super Mario RPG retrospective. So maybe this announcement really boosted my channel quite a bit. So yeah, I'm
What a
almost
sanctuary.
I'm 60 subs away from 3K. So I might have to do I'll have to do a
Dude,
member
Ryan,
stream
how's
shortly.
it feel that Ryan, my beloved son, beat you to 3K? You guys should have made a
Well,
bet. You guys should have made a bet, like 20 lashings with a wet noodle.
oh yeah, that's
It's
true.
I didn't even realize. I
I
forgot it's Gartic Fridays. He's doing Gartic Phone right now.
yeah. Ryan's like way ahead of me. Like Ryan was
Oh
way
man,
ahead of me for the longest time.
he dipped under 3,000. You could beat him again.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he has the same problem as all of us. Like he goes up and
Yeah,
he goes down. It's crazy.
yeah. I've noticed that myself. I usually majority of the time I stay up, but there are times where where like I'd get one and then I'd lose one and then I'd lose another. So it's weird how that works. So
Yeah,
um,
but
but
yeah. So wait, what's
Enterprise
the
has the most repulsive Trek episode ever. Similitude, and of course, what Enterprise did to Vulcan. Similitude. Which one was that? It's been a while since I watched Enterprise.
no
Enterprise's season 4 was really good because it tried to because they had a new showrunner, Manny Coto, the guy that worked for 24. He was a big fan of the original series, so he wanted to bridge as much as he could with the original series. So Similitude, Enterprise.
Dude, Xenogears. Oh, dude, could you imagine Xenogears on PS5? Oh,
Yeah, I definitely.
I've got a mech boner right now. That would be freaking amazing.
Uh-huh.
Xenogears was such a good game. Oh,
Xenogears
oh,
was a long game, and it was insane. Like
it was so good.
the story was so insane. Like it delved deep into Jungian psychology, and then of course there's also Freudian shit because you at one point you become an id monster. Like the main character, I forget what his name, Wu Fei or Fei or something.
Hey,
He turns into
been
like
a
a
long
Dragon
time.
Ball. He turns into an out of control Dragon Ball type of enemy who's unstoppable and uncontrollable.
So good, so good. There's so many. Yeah, just you know what? Just just remake all those games. Spiff up the graphics.
The problem is
I'm all for that.
the
Don't
people
change a
that
thing. Just,
the
just change.
people that worked on Xenogears, they all left and they work for
Yeah,
Nintendo now. They make all the Xenoblade Chronicles games now.
yeah.
I played the
Which aren't
first
as good as
Xenoblade
they should.
Chronicles, and no, I agree with
No,
that.
and that's where I got confused too. I saw Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm like, oh, is this right? So it's not the same. It's not the same. So yeah, but just remaster. Just dude, where is the Chrono Trigger remaster at?
That a fan tried to make something called Chrono Trigger Resurrection. Square put the kibosh on that.
No, like fuck no. Just do an official one. Like, do you
Yeah,
not like money? Like, do you not like
they
money? Just
came
make
out
it.
with so one of the executives from Square Enix, I think this was 5 or 6 years ago, They came out with, I don't know if you remember Nintendo DS. They came out with
Oh yeah, of course.
with a new version of Chrono Trigger. They added a couple additional chapters to bridge that game and Chrono Cross. And apparently, according to one of the executives that came on the stage during E3 one year, he's like, not enough people bought it. If more people bought it, we'd make more.
Chrono Trigger?
Yeah.
Shut
Not
the
enough,
fuck up.
not enough people bought the DS version.
Yeah, it's only consider whatever. That is so stupid. Like it's only still talked about as if you ask people to this day, it's still the best it's one of the best RPGs ever made, if not the
It
best.
is. It's like the story is insane. Like there's so many settings, so many times to go to. There's so many bad guys. There's so many stakes, and it all comes together flawlessly. And like it feel when you beat the game, the music by itself is beyond epic. Like I've been listening to several of the I was listening to several of the tracks today, remastered in an orchestrated style, and they're I might use them for some. I might use one of them for my next Wheel of Time video, my Great Hunt video, which I promise to have out around the finale.
There you
to
go.
wash the taste of season 2 out, because it seems like the season 2 is turning into a bitter, shitty.
Oh, it's just
taste.
A shit show. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gadfly. I'm all Wild Arms. I never played. I never played the Star Oceans, but Suikoden 1 and 2.
They're on Switch.
The Lunar games, like I'd love to see them redo like Lunar Silver Star and Lunar Eternal Blue. There's a whole like, dude, where is Final Fantasy Tactics? Where is my Shining Force freaking remasters? Where come on, like just hey, just like let's get, who cares about the rights? Let's sell the rights and let's get cracking. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much. Legend of Dragoon, man, I'd love to see that game remastered. Oh, man, like it's so good, dude. Like the
I've never played that one.
The success of freaking the Final Fantasy VII remaster, even though it's a completely different game.
Yeah,
you know, you think that would like, you know, promote some, I don't know.
And it was good. Like I was able to learn the game. I was able to learn the gameplay, all the features, and it was a lot of fun. It was a different take on. It was a new take on a classic game, and I loved it. I was like, I miss this type of storytelling. I miss this type of. I want to hate the bad guys. I want the bad guys to be bad enough so it's fun to hate them. You understand what I mean, Steve? Like, it's
absolutely.
It's fun to root against the bad guys. It's fun to
why, like mustache twirling evil villains that are just evil. So you can, there's no, it's just, you want to kill them. You want them to die. Like, and they're cynical and they do stuff like kill innocent people for no other reason, just because they can.
Yeah.
And
you want, and then when you beat them, and then when you beat them,
sorry,
and then when you beat them, the payoff is just oof.
I heard Fallout was better than Deus Ex. Fallout,
I heard Starfield was better than Deus Ex.
Starfield, I heard that's a for sure. I knew that was 100%, right?
Yeah. Heck, Cyberpunk 2070 was it 2077?
Well, Cyberpunk's got patched a little bit. I think that's got a little better.
Yeah. But, way better than Deus Ex.
Deus Ex, like, I heard it's garbage.
I heard, it was made by who made Deus Ex?
Was it Rafe? Was it Jafe Dumpkins?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Jafe Dumpkins made it.
Yeah, and he's gonna be doing the adaptation of Deus Ex right here.
Oh, the adaptation of Deus Ex. That sounds. What, is it just gonna be? Two girls like Deus Exing themselves all over the place?
So they're gonna change the character, change the character's attributes totally, and it's gonna be about emotional journeys in a Deus Ex world and everything. So all the high concepts, all the major themes from the games gone.
Well, just sorry to get back. Fuck, who cares about Deus Ex? No, I'm never playing that game ever. Ever. Never playing it, Nos. Not on my radar. But But you know what? Like, and shout out to Dempsey if he's still around. If you're still around, or Zombie Man, I saw him in the chat too. Uh, One of the like, I always I can't watch it all the time, but like, there's this guy named Arcus that plays old school games, just like speed runs them, or he'll just like play through Dragon Quest or whatever. Like, I find myself just watching like or having it on in the background while I'm doing stuff, just because it's just like I love those games. I love thinking about those old school RPGs and just like playing them when I was a kid. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, it's somewhat like watching them speed run freaking Ninja Gaiden and shit. It's just like, man, what Deus Ex sucks. No said. Yeah, I know. I agree. It's like Fallout 76 of our generation, right?
Oh my
Deus
God.
Ex.
Fallout 76.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Overwatch 2, Deus Ex. Overwatch 2. We don't have anything in our game that is new. Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad.
All right,
Oh
so
no.
let's do the second out of three.
What would you say if I secretly beat Final Fantasy 16 and just didn't stream it? Would I be in trouble if
Yeah, you'd be in trouble. You'd be in a
I
lot
said
of
that
trouble.
I kept the save state that I last streamed, but I actually beat it at home, not streaming it? Would I be in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Would I? I don't know.
I think so. So you guys see it on the screen. This is what you gotta type. So
Yeah,
in the
type.
chat.
Oh, I gotta put Nerdporeal 2 in there. Oh my god, that's so much work. Hey, Gadfly, I got a question. Since you're a fan of Suikoden 1 and 2, have you heard of Euden Chronicles 100 Heroes? What do you think of that? If you know it, it's supposed to be like it was a Kickstarter because they're not making any more Suikoden games. They're supposed to be the studio that did Suikoden like did a fan a Kickstarter version, and they made like millions of dollars to make it. It comes out next year. Guess when it comes out? Next year, right after they reschedule the remaster of Suikoden 1 and 2. Do you think that's a coincidence? I don't. I don't. I think that's some Konami hocus pocus going on there. Going, hey, they're trying to steal our game. Screw you. We're gonna remaster, and I don't care. It just means I get more cool RPGs.
Yep.
Right?
I've never played the. I never is Suikoden Adventure or is it more like Shining Force?
It's adventure. No, it's adventure. It's straight up, turn-based RPG, like old school Final Fantasy VII type deal. But it's different. It has other things, and like there's war battles, there's duels, there's all kinds of cool shit in it, right? So the main thing is you're just your open world, like you know your normal battles where you have six turn-based guys, right? So the fights can be a max of 6 characters fighting turn-based,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's other types of battles in the game too. It's really cool. It's really cool when it comes out and I play it. You'll well, or if you play it, like I don't know. I mean, I know I'm
I
playing
have
it. I want to
I have
stream
a
it.
massive collection of games that I've bought and I haven't played it all. I have Resident Evil
Who
4, the
has fucking
remake. I
time,
haven't.
bro? Like, goddamn, right?
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I got like I have not had time for anything. Like it's either
Wait, Resident
I'm
Evil 40?
for the remake. They made a remake. They for
Did
some
they
reason they felt they needed to remake 4 from the
Did they
from the
did they do
GameCube.
the did they remake 4? So is it like did they do a remake of the remake of 4? Because I think 4 has come out like 5 times, hasn't it?
It's come out, but they didn't actually do like a full remake, like a full remake of like they completely did in new scenes and everything.
5 entries. Let's go. Don't you want an Nerdporeal cup? I know I do.
Lady,
Hey,
you
Nerdporeal,
already
please.
won. Lady B already
So
won.
what, man? She knows where it's at. She's gotta get that. She gotta get 2 cups.
She gotta get 2, I
She gotta
guess.
get 2 cups, man. Right? I
So
mean, come on. But yeah, man. Like I don't know. Like there's so many. Who has time, man? Like man, I wish I could just quit
I
my
mean,
job.
if I was a kid and it was summer, so when Nintendo released Tears of the Kingdom. Perfect timing, right before the summer,
Yeah.
so all the kids can play it. Because like that game takes at least. My friend told me he beat it in 150 hours.
Oh, it does, but see, that's the open world right there. Easton beat it
Yeah.
in probably 30.
Did he
Like
beat
I said,
it? Did he beat everything? Did he beat like all the shrines?
no. Well, that's what I'm saying. That it depends what you're calling beating it. If he played through the story, beat Ganon, saved the world,
Yeah.
ended the game, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now, are you talking about being completionist? That's different, right?
Yeah.
Getting every shrine, that's completionist. That's which is fine. I'm all for that, but that's not like, beating it. Beating it is completing the story to me, personally. But, Fufu's a member.
Yeah, Fufu, you should renew your you should renew the membership.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
Salty gifted you another membership. Fufu's
Thank
a
you,
member.
Salty. Thank you, Salty. And let's
Dude, wait a
let's
second. Nos, I heard Nos likes the new look of Fable for Xbox. That's your favorite new
yeah.
character out, isn't it? The man child, main character of Fable. Is it
Mm-hmm.
Fable 4?
I don't remember.
Which
I've
Fable?
not played
Which
any of the
new Fable?
Fables.
The Fable 1 was actually really good.
My
Fable 1 was
my brother played it. We had it on Xbox. My brother played it. I just never got around to playing it. The only games I played on Xbox were Halo, Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, and I don't even think I played anything else on the Xbox other than those 4 games.
Yeah, Fable was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Is it like
It's one of the
it's
first
third
games
person, right? It's third person, right?
Yeah, but it's one of the first games where your decisions actually mattered. So like if you decided to kill a guy in a village, you get dark points, and like the more evil shit you did, the more evil your character became, and the more nice stuff so you could do just be a freaking a golden child, or you could be a demon, like it actually mattered. The decisions you made, it affected the world and the character, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing that back then they did it, and they still can't do that shit right now. Like half the games out there right now can't do that crap.
No, they can't.
They say they are, but they can't. Stay in Nerdporeal 2, guys.
All right,
Come on. We only got We only got 6 entries. There's 16 people watching. Come on. You want a Nerdporeal cup. Type the damn hashtag in there. All right? Or Landfear is gonna get stabbed on your penis next. Okay? And nobody wants that. So hashtag stay in Nerdporeal 2.
Yeah.
What is happening?
What is happening?
What is happening? 6 entries.
Let's
go. Come on. Come on. Oh,
all
you're
right.
just gonna go for it, huh?
Yeah, let's
you're not gonna wait to see if my promo worked.
Well, okay, fine. I'll give it a minute.
Come on, give it there you go. There's at least
good
one
job,
more.
Sensei.
Matt. There we go. Let's get to 10 entries. Come on,
yeah.
peeps.
One time I said, "Hey, Sensei Matt, how are you?" You know what he said to me? Quiet. So, there you go.
Oh wait, did I get my delivery? Oh damn, I did. Shit.
I'm assuming it's not DiGiorno if you got delivery.
No, I'm trying to get my what's happening emojis done. Hopefully.
Well, if it's not delivery, then it's DiGiorno, Steve.
Hey, all right. If we get
10
entries, all right. If we get 10 entries, I will definitely not eat a mayo packet. All right.
You will definitely eat a mayo packet or not.
Happening, by the way. How the hell did that start happening? That you guys started like putting in requests and I had to eat mayo packets.
Well, I did that because I'm a jerk.
That happen?
I made a promise, and Staplebo had your back, dude. Staplebo had your back all the time. It's like don't do it, Steve. Don't do it.
Staplebo is the man. Staplebo is ride or die, man. I love it.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so all you guys are being cold fish. Nobody wants a. Come on, free Nerdporeal cup.
Or
Stay
glass. Yeah.
hashtag stay Nerdporeal. It's made out of like little chips of gold. You could resell it for $10, maybe even more. It's never gonna break. You can throw it against the wall; it won't shatter because it's got his logo on it.
Yeah. And the
Right?
moment you drink out of it, you gain
Your penis grows 3 sizes. Oh, sorry.
that's
I'm sorry.
right. Yeah, yeah, and you get you grow 2 inches taller. So
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're stuck at 7. Okay.
all
I
right, here we
tried, man.
go.
I tried. I tried.
Drum roll,
I
drum
tried.
roll.
Did I even enter? Yeah, I entered. I think.
Did you?
I think I did. You want maybe I better do it again and make sure
Maybe
I
you better
didn't
do it
screw up.
again. It'll,
Let's see.
it'll only let you in
Hashtag
once.
stay nerd. Oops,
Hashtag stay Nerdporeal 2.
two. Yeah, I already entered. It looks like. All
All
right.
right, here we
At least
go.
we know that. All right, here we
All
go.
right, drum roll. Okay, here we go. Let's see who wins.
If it's Lady B again, it's rigged. Why is it every time you do this, the same person wins? The same thing happened with the other. Remember that? The same person won the other.
Oh,
This is.
well,
I'm gonna-
let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's try it again.
How dare you? Oh, he rolled again. Are you gonna take that, Lady B? Are you gonna take that?
Trip one.
Why is it only women?
Well, it's the giveaway. The giveaway tool just knows, I guess. So yeah.
Congratulations, Trip. Woohoo!
All right. So we got. So I'll message you. Let me know if you want a mug or a glass. There's 2 mugs. There's the normal mug with my logo, and then there's the flamethrower. There's the Nerdporeal flamethrower that Pips helped me design. So
Because
yeah.
we're adorable. Well, I can't deny that, Pip. They're Trip.
God, Nas thinks I'm simping. Well, that's
Hey man,
that could be true.
it's one of those things. When you're simping for the right ladies, it's okay. Right?
All right, so
Right.
Lady B and Trip. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
So hour and a half. So
Yeah, bro.
I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what what we could do in the future. So I mean, so I got a question for you, Steve. This is something I was thinking about yesterday when we were watching Wheel of Time. Is there? I know you've said this. I know you said that the reason why you cover this is to call this bullshit out.
Yeah.
Is there ever a point where it just goes so far to the point where you just have enough? Do you think that could ever happen?
If they stop trying to pass it off, sure. That's the biggest that's the biggest problem I have with this whole thing, and I've said it many times. They're even after this one, they're still trying to pass it off as they're doing a fine job of adapting the material. So even if I mean they could go to Mars, like Land Fear of Mars could happen, right? And maybe it will. We still there's still a chance we have Land Fear of Mars, guys. We know it's possible, right? So Land
Yeah,
Fear of
but
Mars could happen, and they will still say it's an adaptation worthy of awards, the best adapted books ever, because they are saying this still right now, even to this day. So if they stop saying that, then maybe I would, maybe I don't know. I feel like we're at a point where there's just too much. I mean, just too many lies. Too many lies, and it's one of those. It's like I'm. Who am I? I'm a tiny nobody, right? I mean, but when it comes down to it, they're the channel keeps growing. More people keep coming to the live streams and agreeing with us, and it's one of those. We want that group to continue growing and continue being like, okay, you know what? I'm not alone. We're
No,
stronger than we think, and I'm not gonna be afraid to stand up and be like, you know, this is bullshit. Because you never know. It could be one person that sees one of our streams about how this is terrible. They make a channel and they blow up to 1 million somehow, and that happens. It doesn't have to be me. Would I like it to be me? Yeah, of course. Like, let's not be. I'm not gonna lie and be like, I want. If I could quit my job and just be a YouTuber, great, right? Why not?
and
But
get hundreds of dollars of super chats every time you stream. I mean,
yeah, I
that's,
mean, would that be cool? I'm not gonna lie and say that wouldn't be cool, but I don't have any delusions that that's gonna be me. But sometimes, if especially if we get like a younger person that comes in and has the charisma, and it's like, wow, I had no idea. Like, because I think there's going to be a lot of those eye-opening moments for some of these people that are just taking these people for their words. That this is actually what these books and games even now, like games even, right? It's like these books and these games. That's what they are, right? Like fucking like, look, man. Oh, Jesus. All right, you're gonna get me started, right? There are people out there saying the Twisted Metal show is good, right? I've heard
yeah,
this.
yes,
I don't know what crack pipe you're smoking. I guess like I tried to watch it because I played Twisted Metal when I was a child. Okay, it was fun. Guess what the game is? It's basically Rocket League soccer, but shooting and blowing each other up. It's like Fortnite in cars with machine guns. That's what it is. So, first, why are you making a show out of that? That's the first question. Because, second, why is it just The Walking Dead with cars? And it's like weird, quirky. I mean, it's like, is it sort of harmless? I guess, but it's just like, it's just another one of those. Oh, we're gonna take the name of something and plaster it on there for recognizability, title recognizability, when the product has nothing to do with what the title states it is. And
hmm,
I am so tired of that brand recognition. And
yep.
it's like, and like I only watched like a few of them. And anybody, I don't know if anybody in the chats played oh, did Fufu take off by Fufu?
Yeah,
Um but I don't know if anybody in chats played Twisted Metal, but they did a few things okay. Like Sweet Tooth was okay. Like, I think they did an okay job for the most part with Sweet Tooth, but they the whole weird episode with Sweet Tooth was him in Vegas putting on a show for nobody because he's crazy. It's like, fuck,
now
does this have to do
Sweet Tooth is the famous. You know, he's got the clown
the
mask.
clown in
He's
the
the
yeah, the clown in the ice
the
cream
fat
truck?
dude.
Yeah,
Where's the
he's the most he's the most recognizable character for the franchise. He's got
yeah,
the clown bobblehead on his ice cream truck, right?
yeah,
His car sucked to like hell in the game, but
yeah.
um yeah, there you go, Gadfly. It was a fun party game, right? What does that have to do with traveling across country to deliver packages from city to city like it's freaking Demolition Man or whatever that what was that
Sounds like that one
like
game,
Judge Dredd or
Death Stranding.
but it's like what like why are we driving like it's like Dominion, like the world's fallen, but you have cities and major metropolitan areas that put walls up and now they exist, and they it's like, so you have people that drive between them and deliver mail.
Hmm.
It's like, what does that have to do with Twisted Metal?
They had to write some sort of story,
Well, but that's what
some
I'm
sort of
saying.
a
It's like
plot.
just it's not Twisted Metal, but you needed, the trademark was cheap, and you decided gets a
Yep.
little bit of brand recognition. So, all of a sudden, oh, Twisted Metal video game is being made into a show. It's like, well, not really, but you're calling it that, right? And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of it. Your show is bad. Your writing is bad. It can't stand up on the writing. It can't stand up on the choreography, the writing, the costuming, the CGI, any of that on its own. So you have to steal a title, put it on there to try and trick people into watching it.
Mm-hmm.
and that until that shit stops, we're gonna be able to call out all kinds of shit. I would
Guess
rather
who?
be talking about great shit. Like I hope Castlevania is good. I'd
Yeah.
love to talk about it if it's good. I'd love to talk. I'll talk about it if it's bad too. If people want to talk, like that's the thing. It's like when Wheel of Time's over, like everybody will leave my channel and I'll be talking to myself again. But I will be talking about something, right? So
So guess who's online now? Guess who's talking about Wheel of Time?
I saw Dana's. I think.
Yeah. So I have my notebook here. I wrote down Banshee. Banshee's obviously the next
Hell
show
yeah,
I'm going to
Banshee.
watch.
Yes.
So I finished The Wire. So I need to make I misplaced my
Mhm.
list. I need to make a new
Okay.
list now.
New list. Okay.
So
So
I
Banshee.
think last Airbender I think you said was one I got to
For
watch
me,
too.
like that's you're an anime fan. It's weird that the Last Airbender is like people argue between whether the Last Airbender should be called a cartoon or an anime. It's like a weird.
It's because it's not
Like who
it's
cares?
an
Like I
anime
don't.
is basically it's Japanese usually. So
Who's watched Baki Hanma in the chat? I went down this weird Baki Hanma thing on Netflix because there's nothing on. Um,
so what's another good one to watch?
I enjoy Warrior on Cinemax or
Warrior.
Max Warrior.
Now that show is still on, right, or did it end?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's still on. Season 3 just ended. So
Okay.
and they're getting ready for season 4. Let's see here. If you're looking for another cop drama, like The Shield is good.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot about the Shield.
The Shield is really good. Sons of Anarchy is really good.
My dad loves Sons of Anarchy. He didn't make it
Um,
to the last season. I heard the last season wasn't that good. Is that true?
yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
Deadwood is really good.
Deadwood, yeah. I think
Justified.
you said Oz was another good one.
Oz is really good.
Rapes and all.
What's that? Oz rapes. Yeah, no, there's
Yeah, because
what's
it's in a
prison?
prison.
I mean,
Yeah.
prison. Let's see here. So Oz, Justified. Have you seen Justified yet?
I watched a few episodes. I enjoyed it, but I haven't. I've
So
only watched like the first
Justified,
5 episodes. The
not
last
Primeval, just Justified.
just yeah. I watched. Yeah, I saw the last one I saw was the one with Alan Ruck, the one that he appeared in. That was the last episode I watched. That was like episode 6 or 7 of season 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think
So
so.
yeah. So I enjoyed what I saw of Justified so far. So I definitely want to finish that.
Yeah, so that's
Um,
good. Let's see here.
I've seen The Sopranos. I
I
have not
enjoyed
seen Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire is a good one. I actually like
I I did
Ray
watch Primal.
Donovan for like Ray Donovan Primal. There you go. That's a very good one. Ray Donovan actually I enjoy to. I forget what season this. There's it starts going downhill. It's one of those that's sort of a half a. The end cap movie wasn't very good again. Like we're talking about that.
Yeah,
But Ray Donovan
my folks
overall.
really loved Ray Donovan.
Yeah, Ray Donovan for the most part I thought was really good. The first few seasons are really really freaking good. Let's see
I
here.
still have to
What else?
finish freaking. I forget. I'm still on season 3 of Succession.
Yeah, that's another good one. Shoot, there was something else I was gonna say. Banshee, we got.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Chad, help me out here. I don't know
Uh,
Ozark. So okay, Ozark. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Ozark on Netflix. I. It,
isn't it
he's
supposed to be
terrible. He
like?
he always loses. He's always like for a guy that's supposed like he never wins. Like he's always like screwed, and it's just like, why is there never a point where he's just like got over some like he's always fucked. Like that's why what took me out of that show. Like he's always just messed up and fucked. I don't know. It's okay. Ozark is okay. I wouldn't say it wasn't. I actually like the Curse of Oak Island quite a bit. Now I don't. Okay, so this is also where we get into Skinwalker Ranch territory because those are produced by the same people. I like Curse of Oak Island. That's like a more of a documentary show, dude. Like, I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
documentary, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Skinwalker Ranch, they pulled such a freaking bullshit fake thing and didn't realize the camera was on that it completely ruined the whole thing for me. So it's just like I stopped watching it, and it's like okay, so
Skinwalker
it's like
Ranch. I
so
forgot about what is that?
that's the alien one where there's like weird alien activity happened on this ranch called Skinwalker Ranch. They think that there's some extraterrestrial stuff going on. Um, but it's like these shows are so overproduced now. It's like you can tell it's like they're making up shit. It's just like creative editing's happening. It's just like, man, you guys are like I want to believe some of this stuff is happening, but you're doing some really questionable stuff. It's like when you're watching Ancient Aliens and they're telling an interesting story, and then they tell you the lizard people are burrowing caves into Antarctica where they're living under the ice with the mole people, and it's like, the fuck are you talking about?
X-Files.
Yeah, X-Files. That's a good one.
I added Curse of Oak Island. I added Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I
I
still
mean,
haven't
Curse
seen
of Oak
Buffy.
Island. Yeah, Buffy's good for a lull.
Yeah.
So Curse of Oak Island is just like that's sort of, I don't know. That's one of those, like, I don't know. I don't know if you like that or not. I enjoy it for what it is, but it is what it is. I There's a show called, I actually like it. I enjoyed it. Billions. It's called Billions.
Oh yeah, the one with
Damian Lewis and
Paul Giamatti.
yep, Paul Giamatti and Damian Lewis. To a point, there are some of it's like the later seasons are going to, here we go,
Yeah, and
right?
then when you say Damian Lewis, of course I gotta put down Band of Brothers.
Ho, ho.
I've seen that first episode so
So
many times.
look,
I just never finished it.
what sucks is a lot of these shows that even I'm saying is there's some of these are that are uh like oh god, so like Billions, like you have some really solid seasons, and then it starts dropping off because you can see that like the woke shit is starting to bleed into it. Same thing with like Homeland. Have you heard Homeland with Claire
Yeah,
Danes? Damian
I've
Lewis?
heard it. Yeah,
The first few
and what's his name
seasons,
from Princess Bride?
Damian Lewis. Yeah, Damian Lewis from Band of Brothers again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, the first few seasons of that show are extremely good, and then it falls off. You start getting into some weird shit, and it falls
yeah.
off a cliff again. I know there's more. I'm just trying to think of. I mean, that's a good start. I think. I got to keep thinking. Storm Chasers. Since I met says Storm Chasers. What do we got?
I never finished. You ever see Fringe? I know it's J.J. Abrams.
Okay,
I've never finished Fringe, but I watched 3 seasons. I actually really enjoyed it.
I'll watch it like at work if there's nothing like and I have some downtime. I'll pop, some of those every once in a while. It's like it's okay, but like you can see it start dropping off towards the end again. I never watched Jericho. I heard it was good. I don't remember I don't even remember where it was played on. But Sanctuary. What is Sanctuary? Which one's Sanctuary? No, it's
Sanctuary isn't that on Apple?
Sanctuary.
No.
I don't know if he's being serious or not. I can never tell.
Oh yeah, Silo. Silo was the one.
Silo. Yes, Silo.
Silo. That's the one with Tim Robbins, I believe. And they're it's like Fallout. They're in a
Rebecca Ferguson is the main character of that, and I think it's pretty good. So Sanctuary. Did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica?
The remake. Yes, I've never seen the original.
All right, so the remake you saw.
So say we all.
Yeah.
Vrac.
So
yeah, I've seen it.
I'm trying to think here. I know there's something I'm missing in there because there's good TV out there.
I gotta watch. There's some science fiction. I still have not seen Stargate.
SG-1. Stargate is
Stargate SG-1 and Farscape. I still have not seen. Farscape's with the puppets.
Farscape's with the puppets?
Yeah.
I actually hadn't seen Farscape and I started watching it. It's actually pretty entertaining. I watched a full season and a half, and then I found that lately I can watch a big chunk and then I need to take a little break and go back to it. You know, let's see. Oh, did you put Deadwood down? Deadwood's a must.
I did. I did.
Let's
Some
see here.
show called Golden
Golden
Girls.
Girls.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I don't know which.
Oh, watch
Since
Invincible, especially before season two comes out.
Great.
Watch Invincible.
Invincible.
Now, okay,
that's
so
the animated one, right?
that's the animated one. Now, okay, with the caveat, there is some woke nonsense in it, but the good outweighs the bad, at least for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the good stuff in there makes you is it's good enough that you just ignore the woke nonsense.
You ever see Archer? You ever see Archer?
I have it wasn't really my cup of tea.
Okay.
I get why people liked it, but it wasn't for me.
And there's another show. There's another animated show that's considered really good by a bunch of people. It's something Brothers. It's something Brothers. I forget.
Adventure Brothers, or is it Adventure Brothers? No.
I don't think it's the Adventure Brothers. The Brothers. The Adventure, not the Adventure Brothers.
Colony was okay. I feel like it didn't. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Colony's the one with Sawyer from Lost, right? Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers. Venture Brothers.
There you go. Gafly got it.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that one?
Is the new Voltron good?
If it's the word that rhymes with smoke, because they they do
it
things.
went way woke. Oh, Rome. So Rome on HBO.
Rome, yep, definitely Rome.
But
Yeah,
also, if you watch Spartacus and Spartacus Blood and Sand,
I don't know if I want to see all those penises though. I tried watching it years ago, and there's there's naked dudes just like flopping penises, and
it's not that bad, dude. It's not that big a deal. There's also a bunch of titties hanging out, dude.
That's true.
And then there's also guys chopping off arms and shit. How did I forget?
I have seen that. Oh yeah, Last Kingdom. I have to watch. Yeah, your boy, your namesake, Massima.
Massima, hell yeah! How did I lose Massima?
What about Vikings? Have you seen Vikings?
Vikings up until Ragnar is gone.
Oh.
When Ragnar's gone, turn it off. It's done. It's done.
If Rome is Wheel of Time, Spartacus is Wheel of Prime.
I think the first season was okay. The rest of it sort of went downhill. It would be very down on the list. I don't think that's fair. I don't know that I'd say that, but agree to disagree. That's fine.
Okay.
Vikings actually is some really good TV until they started sniffing their own farts. And Ragnar,
because I know that spinoff was awful. Like that spinoff.
When Travis Fimmel is not on the show anymore, don't just stop. So,
What season?
I think it's season 4.
Up to season 4. Okay, got that.
I don't know. So. Yeah, season 1 is really good, but up until mid-tier season,
I'm surprised how much I've gone through, how many shows I've gone through in the last few months. I got through The Wire, I got through Ted Lasso. I got halfway through Succession.
What a disappointment, dude! Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What did you dislike? I mean, I've talked to Alex. I've talked to Alex about what they disliked about season 3.
The whole thing, man. Ted wasn't Ted. Too much Keeley.
Yeah. Okay.
It's way too much Keeley. Roy Kent wasn't Roy Kent anymore, and now and then Nathan got forgiven without anything. Like he's just like, oh Nate, you're good.
Yeah.
Nate the Great's back. It's like, dude, why? Like
There
he's
should
a
have
little
been,
shithole.
yeah, there should have been, yeah, because like him and Rupert, and I've said this so many times. Him and Rupert was like Vader and the Emperor. It was a new set of villains. I was like, I wanted to see how this played out, and it just didn't really,
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't really work. It didn't really
And
work
it's
out.
just like yeah, so it was
The
like
redemption wasn't earned.
no, not at all. Not even close. Um so yeah, that's just without going into it too much. That's just a few things. You got a few member chats, by the way.
Okay, let's see. So Salty says, "Watch Shannara Chronicles. Damn it, you need a baseline for Wheel of Time." And yeah, 13 months. Thank you, Salty, for being a member of the Continuum. So
Yes,
if
sir.
for the final, for the final giveaway, and you have to be a
Ooh.
member to get this, the original series on Blu-ray, the entire original series, all 3 seasons, all 79, 80, 81 episodes, including the cage. So there you go.
So there's probably some more shows in there, but that's a good list right there.
So by the way, one of my videos kind of has been doing pretty well in terms of like getting a whole bunch of likes. And it's a show I've been telling you about for months now that you have to watch. You have to watch Galactic Heroes, Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Nope, I can't read. As soon as there's a dub version, I'll watch it. How about that?
Okay. And of course, another show I definitely recommend to you, Steve, is Ahsoka. Go watch Ahsoka.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
According to Twitter,
If-
according to Twitter, Dave Filoni saved Star Wars.
Oh, I
Dave
know that.
Filoni saved Star Wars once again.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. So if you want to talk about Ahsoka, I will watch it, dude. I will watch it.
Ray Stevens actually had a decent scene. He was fighting Ahsoka with the lightsaber in the last
Did he
episode.
kill
Everyone's
her?
like, no, but he knocked her off. He
Then
knocked
it's
her.
not a
He
great
knocked
scene.
her off a cliff, and then she ended up in the world between worlds from Rebels, where
Yeah.
time
good.
has no meaning.
Is she dead?
Probably not.
Well,
Probably
then I
not.
don't care.
Filoni will never. Like
Sorry,
honestly,
not sorry. I hate Ahsoka.
honestly,
Sorry.
Ahsoka should have died in Rebels when she fought Darth Vader.
Anakin should have killed her point blank, and she should have not even got to Rebels.
So
Ahsoka sucks. Fight me. I don't care. Sorry, not sorry.
Nathan says Galactic Heroes is good, Steve. I haven't gone very far at all, but it's good.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I said I can't read. Okay, that's all I said.
Can't read. So you don't put on the subtitles when you're watching stuff?
I do, but I hear them talking about it. The only reason I put the subtitles on is if they say something weird and I have to confirm that's what they said.
Yeah, that's the same. It's same here for me.
I don't like reading my TV if I don't have to.
Oh, I see.
So it's one of those. Even though I know the dubbing, the words for the dubbing is totally.
Did you watch
off
Did you watch like any of the like the Indian cinema, or did you watch it dubbed like RRR? Did you watch that subbed or dubbed?
Subbed?
Okay.
Or no,
It's just like that.
I watched it dubbed. What am I talking about? Dubbed.
Okay.
No, I didn't read it. I watched it dubbed. Of course, I watched it dubbed.
Okay.
Dubbed,
Oh yeah,
dubbed,
Sensei
dubbed.
Matt does bring up a good point. The Expanse. I never finished The Expanse. I had
Don't worry
2
about it.
episodes. I had 2 episodes left. I watched seasons 1 through 3 are phenomenal. Season 4, I like season 4 a lot. I know some people will say season 4 wasn't as good. I really enjoyed season 4. Season 5 started good. First half was good, especially episodes 1 through 4. And then, with the exception of Amos's story, the rest of the show got boring. So, by the way, Jim C, welcome to the Continuum. You hear what? Oh, beep 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 beep. Do you hear transmission, Steve? Do you hear?
Yeah,
Do you hear one?
I hear it. I hear it coming.
Where is it?
Jesus.
Oh,
I don't
here
know.
it is.
Maybe it's
Right
still
here.
incoming.
Here it is.
Brutal.
Did you see that, or did it freeze on you?
I saw it.
Froze on. It looked like it froze on me. I don't know.
When are we gonna get the Beverly Hills Cop TV show with a young, feisty female Axel Foley?
You know they're making a part 4 now, right?
Oh yeah, I
for
know. I heard
Netflix.
that is going to be terrible. That's going to be so bad. How many of Eddie
Ye-
Murphy's children are going to be in it?
all 25 of them. But like, but I think they're bringing everybody. Well, I think they're bringing most people back. They're bringing Judge Reinhold back. They're bringing John Ashton back.
Yeah, and a spunky female cop who's going to take over the mantle of Axel Foley when it's done, right?
Probably. Yeah,
As they
probably. He's
do. That's what they do.
he's probably gonna have a
Look, this is
daughter.
it's the new mold. You bring all the old people back that you love, and then you try and hand it off to somebody that's not as good as them. That's it. That's what they do.
But yet the story tries to tell you that they're
Yeah.
better.
It's like
They try to
National
convince you
Treasure
that they're
tried to
better.
do that, but they forgot to cast Nick Cage in it, and
Yeah.
they just cast the stupid idiot people, and that show sucked. Sorry.
Yeah.
Still haven't reviewed that. I need to do that.
I probably should review the first half of Wheel of Prime now that I think about
You
it.
probably should. You're putting in the time.
I have to
Might as well.
I have to learn how to write parody. So
Mm,
I'll have to think
no,
about that.
just play the Wheel of Prime and you'll be fine. It's all parody.
And Nathan's daughter says hi, who I had the honor of meeting.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. And
Yeah,
yes, Nathan agrees. Ahsoka sucks.
Nathan's
Sorry.
daughter had told me the entire story. I asked her, what is Demon Slayer about? And she told me she sat me down for like 10 minutes telling me the entire story, or most of the story of Demon
All I
Slayer.
know is Demon Slayer. The only move that kid ever does is water wheel, second form.
It isn't. Tanjiro Kamado does not only do water wheel.
Yes, he does.
So I'm
No, he
taking
did
it.
not.
So I'm taking it east in the scene. Demon Slayer.
Yeah, he likes Demon Slayer. He likes watching a guy go around, spin in a circle, and go water wheel and cut people.
He doesn't only use water
Like
wheel.
water wheel, third form. Eat my ass, and then he cuts the gut people in it too.
That is not.
And then there's a whiny lightning guy, and he says, "Lightning wheel made of cheese," and then it cuts people in
What
half.
movement isn't a lightning wheel?
Whatever. Whatever. It's...
Also, he is very annoying.
Oh boy. Well, do you want to try and do this? If I think of any more shows, I'll let you know. That's a good list to get you started, though.
Yeah,
Especially
I got
you started
20. I got 24. I have 24 things, and then plus I have a whole bunch of Blu-rays behind me that I still haven't watched yet. So
yeah, there's tons out there. Plus, Banshee's a good place to start. So, yep.
So I'm going to be putting in the final. I'm going to be putting in the final hashtag Star Trek 57. There we go.
All right.
All right, so I will add this to the stage. So, yep. So this is it. This is the final one to win the original series on Blu-ray. If anyone is interested, you have to have a Blu-ray player or a PS4 or PS3.
Is this the members only one?
This is the members only one. So if you have a green thing on your name, you can join.
PD York is in. Okay, we got there. We go. Gadfly
PD York,
is in.
Gadfly. Come on, Salty. Come on, Salty. If you're still here, you want this. Nathan, you want this
Mark
too.
Clark is in. There we go, man. There we go. Now we're getting some entries.
There we go.
All right.
5 entries.
If we get to 10
entries.
if we get to 10 entries, Nerdporeal will take his top off right now.
What?
He'll take it off. He'll do the land nipple twist live.
Yeah, there's the problem though. I mean, if that happens, I am not responsible for people going blind.
All right. Well, hey, I mean, so we're at
got 6. We're at 6 entries.
6 entries. Salty tried to cheat and go twice. Oh, Mr. Zip's in. That should be 7.
Mr. Zip, there you go.
Wait, why did that go?
Yeah, Sensei Matt, if you want in, there's only one way.
Did he spell it right?
Join the continuum.
Hold on a sec. I want to make sure we got the right number of entries here, because here we got PD York. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should have a 7th. Did Oh, hey, Mr. Zip, you put Stat Trek. Make sure you put Star Trek.
Yep. You gotta spell exactly the way it is on the screen.
Yep.
And Mark Clark for one member for 199 says, "Dare God no, dare God no what?"
Your shirt off, I think.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah, well
I
yeah,
got.
yeah, because Mark
You didn't
Clark,
have to make a super chat for
Mark Clark
that.
speaks. Mark Clark is wise. Mark Clark speaks sense, unlike Prophet of the Dragon.
I don't. Wait, what are you talking about? I speak plenty of sense. Dollars and cents.
Come on, Mister Zip.
Nipple.
You gotta put hashtag Star Trek.
$20
Stat Trek.
Dollar bills, y'all. Right? Hell yeah.
You got it.
You
You
got it
got
in
it.
there. All right. Good.
Salty
Okay.
says no nipple twist, Brian. Please, please.
Oh, come on. You know you want it.
Oh, come on, Steve. You don't have to do this.
I know I didn't have to do
you
it.
got like 20. You have 20 kids to feed.
Since Matt was in here, I wasn't sure if Nerdy Neo, aka Broba Fett. Look at that.
Ah, so he's
Hello.
he's a member.
All right. 7 entries. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I didn't enter because I don't think I would appreciate as some of your audience, so I'm staying out of this one.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
I'm eager to see who's gonna win though.
All right. So the ladies have already left the building, so it's just us now. So all right. So let's click this draw. Drum roll, please.
Wait, did Jim wait, hold on. Did Jim get in there? Yeah. Did Jim get in there?
Let's see.
Jim, did you want to a chance to win this? I know you're a member now, so you qualify. Did you want to win this, Jim? I'm just paying attention here. Jim C is a member. If you hashtag Star Trek 57 if you want it, brother.
Yeah.
I want to make sure everybody's had a chance here. And then
He says he doesn't have a player for it.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So
all right, Jim. Well, thank you for being a part of the continuum, anyways, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah.
All the support too. Me too, man. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's get this. All right. 1, 2, 10. All right. Who's it gonna be?
If it's Trip or frickin' Lady B, it's rigged.
Mr. Zip. Mr. Zip won it. Nice. So, Mr. Zip, I'm gonna DM you on Discord, and I hopefully, I just need to know where I should send this beautiful Star Trek original series Blu-ray, all 3 seasons, all the episodes, and the special features from the original DVDs. And it's yours. Yeah, so congrats, man. So live long and prosper.
Congrats.
Happy Star Trek Day, 57 years.
And
57 years young. Member. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a friend. So that's one hell. Yeah, you know what? Part of the reason why I'm giving this away is because I'm gonna update my copy. So
there you go. Paying it forward.
So it's been 2 hours. So Steve, have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to promote?
Oh man, I don't know. We'll do a member thing sometime next week. Probably Monday or Tuesday, and then of course the Unhype Wednesday. Everybody in the chat knows about that. I think PD York, man. I don't know if you're a Wheel of Time fan. Probably not.
Sensei Matt is surprised I'm not giving away season 1 of the Golden Girls. So I'll say this.
He's keeping that for himself.
I've seen the episodes of the Golden Girls. When I was a kid, when my grandmother babysat me, that's what she used to watch every Saturday night. So the thing that I remember,
Golden Girls.
Yeah, and the thing that I remember was the song. I really like the opening song. Like, it's the reason why I like TV show openings from that era, was because of that song. So I always wanted to edit something to that song. And when Steve's son said that Wheel of Prime reminded him of the Golden Girls, it just sparked an idea. Right there. So
real quick, not the show, dude. So if you
The
like reading
books.
fantasy, the books, yeah.
Yes, I
Or
got
if you just want to, or if you
that-
like hanging out with some mad lads, we're going at it Wednesday and Thursday. Other than that, don't watch the show, man. Don't, don't
Maud
watch the
is
show.
the Nerdporeal life form spank bank material. Maud. And then there's Maud. Yep. I've seen Maud. I've seen every episode of All in the Family. And I remember
Blood
the
is
episodes that
blood.
Maud appears in. So yeah.
Blood calls blood. Oh wait, sorry.
Blood
Sorry.
was it blood feeds blood? Blood is
I don't
and
know.
blood
They've
was and
destroyed
blood
it,
shall ever
dude.
be.
Ivron read Blood Calls Blood. Patton Fane hasn't written it, and freaking Varen hasn't read it yet. But fucking Ivron the Warder has read it.
So Sensei Matt,
job.
do you think me pairing Alana with the in the Blanche part of the credits was smart? I think it was,
She's
because
a
Blanche
whore.
is the yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
But like I mean,
she
if you
takes the D's and the B's, doesn't she?
yeah, and what's funny is like like it. I was reading up on the history of that show. Apparently, it's big with it was especially in the 80s. It was big with the gay community. Apparently, because the whole idea of shared friendships or something really moved them or something. I don't know.
Move them to movement.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
You know,
I'd have to read up on that. But yeah,
I love how the show
was,
came full circle. We went right back to bowel movements. That's where we started. We've gone full circle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bowel movements.
Yeah. So Unhype Wednesday hangouts
Yeah.
for members sometimes during probably Monday, Tuesday, and yeah, videos whenever. We'll see when I get time.
So yeah, so before the season ends, or maybe around the time the season ends, expect the Great Hunt review, where I'm excited to talk about the Great Hunt. I was just like recapping some of the chapters from the Great Hunt. That book is so good, and I am so disappointed. I am just so disappointed that they can't adapt that book,
Oh shit!
or they don't want to adapt that book.
I know, Nas. Just like Deus Ex, mad gay. You're right. Love it.
So Nas loves the Wheel of Time.
Yeah, I
now.
don't know how. It's such a miss. It's sad. It's such a miss. It's. Oof! Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know how you fuck it up so bad, but they managed. So we'll see. I actually have. I have 2 extra hardcover Eye of the Worlds. Maybe I'll. Maybe I'll have to try. Maybe I'll give away those. But probably everybody already has them. I don't know. Whatever.
Not necessarily. You'd be surprised. So
yeah, I have 2 hardcover. I have 2 extra hardcovers Out of the World.
So Mark, once I get far enough in reading the Shale Rising, I plan, because I'm actually going to be free this weekend, so I'm going to be doing quite a bit of reading. So hopefully I'll start restarting my streams with Steve and with White Cloaks, with Alex and Nathan. So we'll be starting that again, hopefully pretty soon. And everyone on the stream yesterday was telling me to read faster, because everybody wants to talk about the books, and because I'm present, everybody has to stay mum about spoilers and everything. So
well, that too, but also eager. You're getting into it now. Shadow Rising to Lords of Chaos is quite the sprint. So it's a good chunk.
Was it Yanin or Yanin Klassen is back?
Yanan.
Yeah, so it's Yanan. So
well, I say Yanan. I hope I'm pronouncing it wrong. I thought right. Wrong. Jesus, man, I'm getting tired. Yeah, I think I said Yanan, and he said it was right. So I think that's fair.
Yeah, read faster. You can finish all 15 in a month.
Dude, just put it on Audible. Put it at 2 times speed. They read a little bit. They're a little bit fast, but
I can't retain it that way. If it's a reread, I could do it because I'll be familiar with the words and all that. But first time, no. Because I tried with the Dragon. I tried with the Dragon Reborn when I was on the road. When I went to meet you guys and everything. So
It's like Kanan, only with a. It's like Canon. So
Kanan,
Janan.
Yanan,
Kanan. So
Kanan,
So Janan. Janan.
Janan.
Janan. Janan. We're gonna get this right.
Canaan
Janan.
was the
Janan.
Canaan was the Holy Land before the Israelites came and
Janan. All
took
right,
over.
we got it now. It's committed. It's like it's like I always mispronounce I always say Messima when I'm recording instead of Messima. I don't know why
Is
that
it
happens.
Massima or is it
It's
Massima?
Messima. It's
So
Messima.
yeah, so
Messima.
so Great Hunt review will be done by the finale or maybe shortly before or shortly after to wipe the taste of season 2 out, because you know what, I'm like, you thought I was good, you thought I was enthusiastic with Eye of the World. I'm even more so with the Great Hunt. Great Hunt, between the 3 books, Great Hunt, then the Eye of the World, then the Dragon Reborn. There's a few issues I had with the Dragon Reborn that I'll get to when I do my review and everything. But I still love the ending of Dragon Reborn. I still love. There's quite a few chapters I really liked. So, but yeah. So everybody's saying Shadow Rising is the longest and the best. Some people say Lord of Chaos is the best. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
So
They're both very good in their own right. So.
what'd you say was your favorite, Steve? Did you
Lord
did
of
you
Chaos.
Lord of Chaos? Okay, you said it. Pip said it. I think pretty much everybody on the panel said
Lord of Chaos is hard to beat. It's a good book.
Okay. All right. So everybody, thanks for participating in the giveaway, and Steve, thank you for doing this.
Yeah, man.
So next week's Chillporeal will be featuring a certain Grayson from Wakizashi's Tea House. So he's gonna be next week's guest. So so yeah, but if you're a member and you are comfortable talking on stream, I will contact you, because that's everyone who I've had on Chillporeal are members of the Continuum. So I mean, until I'm exhausted of members, then I'll reach out to other content creators and stuff. So, but that's the plan so far, and there's several weeks and there's several candidates. So there you go. So, all right, guys.
Sweet.
I did put together. It's not the usual ending, so there's going to be.
All right.
Yeah. So everybody, take care, stay
Good night.
safe, stay Nerdporeal. Have a good night.
All hail the Lord Dragon. Got it.
What are we doing? Like, what is happening?